Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday. You know what that means? I actually haven't had any today. George, can you turn... Actually, the monitors are super high. The dials up top. Yeah, you just turn those down. Thank you. Yeah, that's why it was so loud, is the monitors were a little high. Good evening, everybody. Happy to see you all.
Can't hear. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, so you might have to turn it up a little bit. Are you deaf like me? I have tinnitus.
No, I have nothing coming through anymore.
Oh, do you have the greens on?
Our bad, y'all.
Interesting. Okay. We're gonna figure it out. We always do. Without George, I don't know where we would be, to be honest though.
Bro, what the fuck? I'm fucking up on everything.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're
We
good.
love George. George single-handedly handles it. So we do have a surprise. I'm not gonna tell you yet. I think we gotta make you guys wait a few minutes. But we're sitting on the same side today, so it's a little odd. But we got Mr. Fresh in the building.
Yo,
I'm not going to talk to our guests yet because I want them to we're going to let it fester. But George, they can't hear you, but I know you're here.
Yes.
George is here. He just gave me a fist bump and he flipped me off because I'm talking to him too much. But yeah, so I wanted to promote some things really quick. I don't know if George has the asset ready. If not, we'll promote it later. I got my first little TikTok shop review.
Ooh.
Thing.
Look at him. Fancy. That boy fancy right there.
And it's because I get them all the time, but like we were arguing about this on the members only show, which by the way, if you haven't seen our members only shows, the one from today you're going to want to go see. So if you're not already a member, become a member. You get access to specific content that will not be released to the public, as well as early access to our other videos, as well as some other events. Like I know this month we're going to start doing our movie nights on Discord. But I got this.
Woo!
Oh, please don't start the drama in here. Turn it off.
I'm just showing what it is. It's an EMF detector. It's super cool though. Yeah, so go to my TikTok. You should be able to see it within the next day or so. I'm gonna make a video about it. We got
Actually, are we leaving that on? I was playing.
No, he said he didn't want to.
I don't want to invite
him
it
to.
here. I don't want to invite it here. Would we have a nice space? Because I have to work here again too. I
said
mean,
it's
look what
already-
happened last time.
It's even creepier,
I said
probably
if something
by
is here,
yourself.
it's already here. He said
It is.
ignorance
Yeah, it
is
is.
bliss.
Ignorance is bliss, Miss Fresh. Yeah, so I got that. That's really cool. So please go to the Truly Bizarre TikTok. Also, for the Truly Bizarre, starting in October at the Pioneer Saloon, if you haven't already seen my video on the Pioneer Saloon that we did, they're doing a thing this year. Well, they did it last year as well, but now I'm involved. It's called Spirits. But that's Spirits of Spirits. It's all October, starting the 1st. It is a special event where you can go and see, or actually be a part of the Pioneer and do an investigation. Now, why am I talking about it? Because Mondays and Wednesdays throughout October, I will be the host for the event. So if you are in the Las Vegas area during October, Mondays and Wednesday nights, it starts at about 9 p.m. It's about $50 a person. That includes a cocktail and a snack. But you get to hang out with me and a small group of some other people. And, excuse me, heartburn's already coming. You get to experience what I got to experience, hopefully, and do a little paranormal investigation privately there. So,
That's the first time you ever said the name of it. Like
what?
spirits is crazy work.
That's what they called it.
Spirits.
That's what they called it.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, and I was thinking about possibly joining.
I think you for sure you're going to be tagging along for one date, but we might need to work something out and get you in as a host too. But maybe if there's enough of you that come in for one date, maybe we can convince somebody to come in and do it with us.
And
That
you
would be
told
so
us earlier
cool.
it's all small groups, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's only
small
going to
groups.
be like 10 to 15 people max.
Yeah. So
per night.
no overcrowding. You get one-on-one time. What's your favorite people?
Yeah, absolutely. Asa said, of course, I always like the podcasts that are nowhere near me.
I
Fly
know.
out. Spirit's cheap.
Spirit's so cheap. Oh, speaking of, I flew Spirit for like the official first time in my life, and I didn't become a Spirit.
Oh,
I was impressed.
Okay.
Honey, it was fancy. The plane was brand new on all of my flights.
We had upgraded seats.
I did.
we had upgraded
We
seats.
did have
30 more
upgraded
bucks.
seats.
I paid $98 round trip for me and Mr. together, not
Yeah.
a piece.
to Miami though.
To Miami,
It wasn't like
nonstop.
Yeah.
Okay,
$98.
so go to the airport to get y'all tickets. That's it. I ain't plugging no other brands. Spirit, hit me up.
Spirit, hit us up. Hey, the opportunities there,
Yes.
incredible. What about you? How's the Bali trip looking? Are we booked out?
Oh my gosh,
No,
we
not
have
yet. They
5
have-
more
man,
spots.
Come on, what's wrong with y'all?
5
Come join
more
the gang.
spots. Yes,
Come
we
join
are.
the gang. We are ready for y'all. Look, we trying to go ATVing through caves.
Yeah,
and all types of raggedy
waterfalls.
stuff. Like, come on, man, come rock with us. Like,
We are trying-
we trying
Yes.
to light sage, and we trying to do hood rat stuff. Like, come on, man.
It's going to be the spiritual trip of a lifetime because we are immersing ourselves into their culture, their spirituality, as well as I will be hosting some workshops. I'm trying to add guests to the workshops because, listen, there's a lot of people that have contacted me and said, hey, this is a good idea, but I want to handpick it and make sure people that I have there are just the best of the best. So as of now, we have like an African waist bead making class. We have a ancestor meditation plan, herbal medicine making, and a whole bunch. Oh, and we go to the rice terraces, and also we go get a cleanse at one of the most sacred waterfalls type of areas. So
Facts.
it's going to be so.
But you ain't telling them the best. You ain't telling them one of the best things though. One of the best things is this. Look, it's a couple great things, right?
Mr. Fresh is gonna be there. That's
Yeah.
the best.
No, I'm in there.
I'm
first
in
of all,
there.
First of all, I got precious cargo. I'm not letting my baby go anywhere that's that
Oh
far
my
without me. I gotta make sure I
God.
protect the package. You
He
know what
just
I
called
mean?
me ugly on the way here, y'all.
I did call her ugly, but see, Miss Noah gave me 4 beautiful children, and I ain't trying to raise them by myself, so I got to make sure she come home.
You have to like keep it like no. You can't go nowhere else because you gotta
Yeah.
stay with me, please.
No, it ain't like that. She can-
No. It's more so of he's protective as any
Facts.
Yeah.
gentleman would be.
And let's be honest though, Noah's my best friend.
Yeah.
Period.
These
Like,
are
that's
our
not just my wife.
adventures,
That's my
yeah.
best friend. Like we go places and we have a ball together. Like
Yeah.
we genuinely enjoy each other's company.
we
So
be partying,
yeah,
praying,
like
and all that.
we
good
can
stuff.
turn up.
You guys
and we
go
can
on
go get
cruises,
massages.
so you guys go on
Man,
cruises and get
we're out
lit.
here.
Yeah, we
But
do.
one of the best things that I wanted to tell y'all, for people who haven't booked the Bali trip, I don't want y'all to run out and just try to book it right now. But we're staying at a museum resort.
Yes.
It's a museum near y'all.
Natural history or
I
haunted?
would like
No, like
pictures, the whole
Yes,
like
it's almost like some of it is
it's
a
like
little.
in a low key temple.
Yes, it's like some of it is spiritual, some of it is
How's the
like
Wi-Fi?
worldly.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
know,
great.
but I know you could get a petty and mani for under $30.
$30 US or $30 over there.
$30 US.
Yeah. I'm getting a massage.
George is ready.
Most
And,
You can't
and a massage is like 45.
Not
Oh,
even
full body.
Full
Full
body.
body. Not
Hold on.
not a
I
Vegas,
wasn't gonna say
not
that.
a Vegas massage. I'm just saying.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Literally, I'm so excited. I didn't think the spots were gonna fill up as quick as they did.
Yeah, what did they tell you?
Even-
It's gonna take 6 months
Yeah,
for the
even my
spots to
trip
fill up.
coordinator was like, yeah, they usually, it takes about, a month to 6 months for it to fill up. So I was expecting a turtle race. And yeah,
Girl, in the
y'all
first
are
week, you were like,
amazing.
oh.
Yeah, shout out to the Discord. We're in the chat. We're adding even more activities, picking out outfits and what we're
Facts,
going
we
to be
trying
doing.
to matching pictures, the whole nine.
Yeah, I'm
like-
going to hire a photographer.
And some of it, like the trip is only 7 days. Some of us, we sliding in a day, 2 days early
Yeah.
just so we could
Yeah.
function with everybody. Like,
Yeah, some of us will be
man,
here early.
listen,
So-
Bali, shout out to the Bali gang in the Discord chat.
Yes, shout out to y'all. Shout out to my patrons that are in the chat. I actually need to pull up the chat. I'm live in 2 different places.
Yep, we're live in technically
So,
4. So
shout out to my channel as well as my Calls from Beyond family, all my regulars that set the alarm every week for us to be on CPT every week. I appreciate
you guys
y'all.
roll with us on the CPT. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, because we
For me,
like,
is it just is it PT?
you on no.
Is it people time?
Wow. Yeah, because I took half of your black card away just because
Because what?
we ain't even gonna talk about.
No, because you
none of that
asked me
stuff.
did I know who Mason Cameron
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, but like, how am I supposed to know who?
You know what?
And the other half of your black card got taken away this Sunday. We might not want to talk about that on
All
air.
right,
neither.
whatever.
Listen here, y'all. I seen y'all in the chat. Speaking of the chat, I just want to say, Stiller Gang is in the chat.
Yeah, Stiller Nation.
3-0, undefeated. One of the only undefeated teams in the NFL. Let's go.
Yes, and somebody was like, guest. Yes, we have guests today.
I think we should explain the show.
We're not gonna know. I'm just answering. Or
Oh yeah,
are
yeah,
we?
yeah. No, not yet. I'm gonna explain the show
Yes.
to new
Okay.
people because
Yes.
we're gonna make you guys wait because
Why not?
Yeah.
we
And
kind of
obviously, I'm not the guest. I was the
Wait, you're
guest
not?
last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you were on screen the whole. I was shook.
I was lit.
I was at Disneyland and I popped my phone. I was like, "Oh my God, Mr. Fresh is on TV."
Yeah,
I'm
Wizard
trying
Kelly.
to spin a block. I had a good time.
All right. Well, if this is your first time coming to Calls from Beyond, we are a live call-in show where you, the audience, gets to call in and tell us your stories. A few weeks ago, we had a story about Annabelle.
Yes.
A whole story. That was crazy.
Yes.
We've had stories of sleep paralysis, stories of alien abduction, possession stories.
Yes.
We've had everything. So if this is your first time watching, the phone number is listed down below to call in. It's also in the description. It is completely free to call in now. We do get back. We're backed up.
Listen,
we are backed up. You guys
y'all
are
gonna have
ready.
to use that $10 super
Yeah,
chat.
So as you can hear, there is a line of people wanting to come in already.
It's about 10 people.
Yeah, if you want to skip the line, you can super chat to either the Black Cauldrons channel, to Calls from Beyond channel, or you can send a $10 Cash App to $ Calls from Beyond. Now, with a super chat and a Cash App, you need to include the last word of your phone number because we're not.
We're not psychic.
We're not psychic. We can't.
No pun
I'm not going to be
intended.
like, oh, this person is number 18. No, help us out, please.
But as y'all do know, we are Starbucks addicts as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So we do accept super chats for drinks as well.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. If you want to show
wanna
your
buy us a
support,
drink,
Yes.
yeah.
As well as today's show will be structured. It's so crazy because we got all these calls this week. It will be a little bit different.
Will be different.
Because we do have guests. So we will try our hardest. We do already have a super chat that was sent before we even went live.
Before we even went live.
So
That's
we
crazy.
will try our hardest, our damnness to get to everyone because, yeah, today is crazy. Today is wild. I'm going to let Austin, whenever he's ready.
Yeah, I'm waiting for. I know
Because
George
they're
is
over
probably
here-
getting a sound effect ready.
Yes.
And
It's literally, and it's so funny because they're over here like trying not to laugh into the microphone. They're doing such a
they're
good
doing
job.
great. They're professionals. We
Professionals.
could not. George, are we live on TikTok Studio? By the way.
Couldn't because it was 14. In order to get 14 days, you had to have gone live for 30 minutes or something.
Oh, on your channel.
Mine's.
Yeah, you have to go because like you have to
weird.
go live and then it approves.
Oh,
you.
okay. I'll go live probably
Go
tomorrow.
live tomorrow and just be like, hey y'all, and then just leave it at the
Yeah,
wall for
because
30 minutes.
the last time I went live,
We already got a
was-
super chat. We got a super chat from Kamisha, just saying $1.99 saying, "Hey,
Kamisha. Hey, girl.
we
Hey.
appreciate you." George, do we have like a drum roll sound effect?
That's exactly what I was about to play. Ready?
All right, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen, joining us tonight. Go ahead and hit it, George. There, we have.
What? Wait a minute. What
Yeah.
kind of-
What kind of drum
That
was
was
that? George can't hear
ceremonial
it. He can't hear it,
drum.
to be fair.
Oh.
We need like a snare drum roll. Ceremonial. That was like, oh shit. George, they're all like very tribal. I know you can't hear them, but they're like
I
very
am
tribal.
dying. Oh, that one worked.
That one worked phenomenally, George. George is, I mean, I don't know what I would do without him, honestly. Nope, tribal.
You know what? Poor George. he
Can
just
we
went
do our
like this.
own drum roll
We'll
at
do
this
our
point?
own drum roll.
Clap
So,
your hands, something.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everyone.
tonight we are especially thankful to be joined by Miss Candace and Miss Erica from Trinity Oracle. They are here in the flesh.
Thank you. Hello, everybody in the chat.
you guys know how hard I've been standing for weeks since I interviewed them about their services, their aura. Like, I am so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. Because listen, we had a time yesterday because
did.
they've been here for 2 days and we've been filming and some content ready for you guys. And I've genuinely enjoyed talking to you guys, even not the spiritual stuff. Like, we have been having conversations
We've
about,
been just enjoying it.
Beignets.
the most random stuff.
Beignets. Yeah.
So I literally am so grateful that you guys traveled to come see us.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
No, we're
Absolutely.
so thankful to have you guys. So, for people who may not be aware of you guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Just for the people, in the chat, there's already a ton of people that are like, "Oh my god, I binged them." But for those who are maybe not as familiar with you,
Okay, so we're 3 psychic sisters. Jasmine's not here right now because she wasn't feeling good, but we do personal readings, celebrity readings. We have a huge YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
we do all that fun stuff.
Yeah. All that
Tremendous.
fun stuff. Listen, they are master predictors. Okay. There's so many. And a lot of people are like, I literally watch your stuff. Like, I don't really have to introduce you to them, especially on Calls from Beyond, because we just recently started restreaming to my channel. And I've been sending all of everybody that whenever my books were closed, I'm like, I know somebody for you. Or if I can't answer a question, y'all know I'll be like, you need to go get read. If you need a disconnection for something, go see them, because I don't do that type of work. But I'm so glad that you guys are here and that everyone is just as excited as I am, because I am standing.
They're super pumped in the chat.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
they're super
yes.
pumped. That's crazy.
Yes, and like I said, we're going live here, and I'm gonna go over to my channel for a quick second just to see the chat, because this is where you guys were originally featured. And I used to tease and say, like, they dragged me, like they read me for filth. I've gone back for other readings because obviously I didn't get enough, and they still dragged me, and I was just like, okay. And there's things that you guys predicted about me that have come to fruition.
Seriously,
Things
quick.
quick.
Like
And
the first reading you got,
yeah,
it came back so quick. I was like, it was
Yes.
like 3 days later. I was like,
yeah.
for real?
And Jasmine read me, and I was just like, is this gonna happen? And she's like, yes. And then
Yes.
there's always like, she'll go into it and be like, but it's gonna happen like this, and I'm like, okay. And it happened like that, and I literally was on my phone like, oh my God, like everything that you said came to fruition, because it's already a weird skepticism around psychics, mediums, things like that. But when you find a real deal, it's like something that you don't even,
Exactly. The worst thing is, like, when you go to a psychic and you ask them a simple question and they go like around the answer, and you're like, what are you talking
Right,
about?
like, ma'am, what do you mean? And that's what people are afraid of. I think a lot of people that want a reading but don't know where to go, because there are a lot of scammers out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm telling you, I can only lead the horse to the water, y'all. They are legit. I vouch for them. And some of y'all say I'm your favorite reader, and these are my favorite readers. So
We had a lot of business for real. Thank you for that. A lot of that Noah sent us. I was like, oh, thank
yeah,
you.
aw,
Yeah.
that's
So what's
amazing.
the referral code? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't have a code. I mean, we can
This is
work out
just
something,
pure
but I don't have a
love.
code. But it's just pure, like you said, love. And some of the stuff that you ladies predicted whenever you were reading me, and it was like, the one thing that stuck out to me is whenever you ladies were like, stop being afraid to drive. And that was my dirty little secret. I was like, oh, how did you know that? Because it's not that I'm afraid to drive. I don't like the freeway. And I always have this irrational fear that I'm going to like mess around and
Find
crash,
out.
and find out. And they're like, you're not going to crash. And I'm like, wow, no one knows that about me. Only Austin, my mom, and my
George.
sister,
I mean, like everybody here.
everybody hear it, but that's not something
Can
that I tell.
Because I need George to know this. George, you sports bet. They have an accurate predictions part of their page. Like they have their winnings, like for real here, and I think you would really appreciate that.
Oh, yes, because they also have a website of all their predictions.
Yeah, and so they let you know, hey, we know what we're talking about. But I thought you would like that because you and Nick are big on like, hey,
Yeah.
people, some sports bettors try to fake how many they get right, but
Yeah.
these ladies are all about it.
Yes.
Sports betting is it's legit.
Yeah.
I just won money on Washington last night. Shout out.
Yeah. So, I'm like, I literally will say this. Some of the things that you ladies have recently predicted, I'm praying.
Oh yeah.
I'm praying. From the spiritual reparations to the worldly reparations to the presidency, I'm like, oh, if they said it, then it's happening. It's done. Huh?
Diddy.
Oh my God, the Diddy thing, and we talked a little bit about Diddy last week?
Diddler.
The diddler, yes, Diddy do it, Diddy, and it's so many things that are coming out, and I know, first of all, you need to be covering Diddy just because it's trending, but there's so many people that say like your favorite pastors, your favorite reverends and politicians.
A whole gang of folks.
And I'm just like, I don't understand like how that even, you go to award shows, right? When you're a celebrity. And I was watching
One day.
the Diddy performance for my new video that's dropping. Okay. Look out for it this week. So, and I'm like, he's accused of being with these people. Over half the room have been to like legit. All the floor member people have been to a Diddy party, and y'all called it. Y'all called it what, last year?
I think so. We do so many videos, I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, they called that, and I was just like, okay, so you have the predictions up.
I do right here. Yep.
I gotta update that thing. We get a lot of accurate predictions.
The
I still
last
keep up
one
with
we
it.
have is Kamala Harris gets presidential nomination. So you're probably about like a month behind.
Yeah.
No,
on just
yeah,
updating.
a month or
But we
so.
don't know. 'Cause we don't watch the news, so our people actually like
Fill you
Tell
in.
you
us
in.
and be like, you guys were accurate about. We have like 20 emails that are accurate stuff from like the past like 2 years ago. I didn't
Yeah, just doing readings that you did,
On
or like
YouTube.
channelings
We're
on
getting,
YouTube.
we're getting ahead of ourselves. So we did an entire 2-hour show with them yesterday.
Oh yeah,
And
we
that's going to
did.
be up on the podcast platforms as well as YouTube. That's going to be up probably by the end of this week, along with the bonus episode.
Yeah.
But it's only going to be up for members this week. It'll come out probably the next week or so.
Yes.
But we did a full 2-hour kind of unscripted, more freeform show. And Miss
Yeah.
Noah held it. She was hosting the thing.
Listen,
Y'all
mean,
want to see
my
host in
ADHD.
action?
It's juicy.
My
No, no, no,
ADHD
I'm
was
hyping
like,
you up.
oh,
I'm
I'm
hyping
gonna.
you up.
No, I literally I kept having questions that were not written. I
Wow,
was
she
like,
did a
wait.
podcast. It's like every podcaster does that.
Yeah. So the episode was crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I don't know. What do you think about everything that happened with?
I think we can tell them.
Okay.
So we filmed it on video. We filmed everything
Just like this.
just like this. And as we were finishing up our recording, an issue happened with the camera, and their camera angle
Yes.
corrupted, and so the footage is not usable. However, the audio is still fine, so it's still going to be an audio episode.
Yes.
So it's really good for like your late night shifts and everything, especially
Yeah.
if you like listen to this. These ladies do not hold it back.
Yeah.
And
for
we
sure.
really got into it, and I think it's really great content. And like I said, Ms. Noah held it down.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, it was good.
sure.
It was
I was
great.
so impressed. Like I'm always impressed by Noah because
Oh,
she
wait.
is.
Don't toot my horn. I thought you were
Yes,
saying
no,
they held it
no,
down.
you
They
held
were
it
good.
down.
You did great.
You were
Yeah,
good.
yeah, great
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
I let her take the lead. I was
Y'all
like, "This
better
is your
quit.
show. You go ahead and you're
Diane
gonna."
Sawyer, you better. Okay, girl.
Oprah, who?
Right.
No, we don't talk about black culture here.
I just wanted to, I literally, when formulating the questions, we talked about fairies and fays and, the spiritual realm. And I got so much more information from them than I even bargained for. You got to watch the members only content because I figured, and y'all know I'm a spiritualist through and through and through. There was things that y'all taught me about the spiritual realm that I didn't even know, I wasn't aware of. And I'm like, wait a minute, so you just got to subscribe to the members only subscription. It is going to be a ball. But yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate
You're welcome. No,
that.
thank you.
Because I was just winging it at one point. I'm like, listen,
What?
forget
was
the
great.
Welcome
question.
to being a podcast host.
Right,
Noah. What do you think I
listen,
do?
I literally,
life.
me, even though like this is like a professional setting, like I look at y'all and I'm like, they're like my homegirl. So we're just having a conversation, and it was just natural and it flowed. So like I said, I'm so appreciative of y'all, coming.
I obviously don't have a mic right now, or I do
Yeah,
now. But
we ran out.
But I do have one question before we go forward,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously we were talking about their Diddy prediction and all of that stuff from
Yeah.
last year. Me and George have our own predictions that
Yes.
we talked
Oh.
about.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
hear
Okay,
it.
all right.
So
George has a smirk. This is not gonna be good.
now that Diddy is in prison, George believes that Diddy is going to.
Oh my God.
I think so, but not by himself. He's gonna get Epsteined.
No, I said that he was going to get Epstein.
Yeah. He called. Oh, gee, I can't hear myself at a delay. I had my AirPods in. That was weird. He called his kids and like warned them while he was in jail.
What?
Oh, I
He
didn't
Aaron
know
Hernandez.
that.
Yeah, because he's like, fuck.
What?
My kids have nobody now. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
And that's what I
Oh,
was,
man.
So start, Mr. Fresh.
yeah, that's what I was saying. So at first George was saying that he was going to take himself out.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that I feel like somebody's going to take him out because he got too much information on people.
Yeah. But that
However,
would be so stupid now.
he's only been in jail for a couple of days. He's on suicide watch
He's already on
bro.
watch.
Yeah.
Like that's
To
my
me-
take.
But his lawyer said that's a lie. His lawyer put out a statement, I think, this morning or yesterday. He said that's a lie, that he's not on suicide watch.
I do believe
That's
he
what
PC'd
they
up.
said.
If anything, he's
But
in
who would
protective.
leak something saying somebody's on suicide watch that's not on suicide watch unless
To
they
get
want
attention.
him to believe?
They want to get attention.
Yeah,
if
they
they're in
want people
prison,
to
what
feel
else are they gonna
bad.
do?
Yeah. I feel like he's a narcissist.
I would do
he's
stuff like
too egotistical to off himself.
You got to think, if there's footage, and I personally, I'm facing like, this is a RICO act, so I'm facing serious jail time.
Probably life.
And all I got to do is point at the right people to get myself out of jail. And I could go continue to be a millionaire somewhere else.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, though, because they really don't need Diddy to say anything anymore.
Why
the
wouldn't they,
spiritual
though?
reparations are going to commence. They have the tapes, hundreds, thousands of hours of.
But what I'm
free
saying,
calls.
is now Diddy is the liability because he knows so much information
yeah.
that he can talk to get himself out of trouble. Because I'm always trying to get the bigger fish.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're the pedo, I want the bigger pedo.
Right.
So show me the person that got the island versus the person who was having crazy parties.
True. This is
They already got
very
him.
true. Someone else also said maybe, and I said yesterday we should like start a little list, and we'll do it at the end of things that you would like to see from Trinity Oracle's topics that may need to be discussed or wanting to be discussed. Because somebody also said, according to the planets, Trump's health is not very good right now.
Homeboy is like in his 70s. I wouldn't expect it to be.
He's only doing this. He's
Jasmine
only
said something like that just the other day. She said Trump's going to have a health issue, a health
yes, I
scare, and it's
remember
actually
that.
legit. Like,
Yeah.
it's not fake. Because, he fakes stuff all the time. It's
Yeah.
actually, like, legit health issue.
yeah, because you guys also predicted that the whole shooting thing that was like.
Which time? First one or the
The
second one?
second one we did a recent video and
Yes.
it was like it was staged.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what
the
we
second
all,
one, like being a gun person that I am. Homeboy, his rifle, his like scope. There's a thing called MOA. It's minutes of angle, and that's just how you can see. The joke is that man had enough minutes of angle to watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. He was not going to hit anybody with that scope. That's how bad his scope was. Oh, did we lose the mic? Oh, okay.
That whole thing didn't make any sense anyway. He has
Yeah.
every random people, like everyday people have motion sensors at their front door. So your motion sensor didn't see that someone was on your property.
Yeah.
And he has his
Yeah.
own personal security plus the government security, and they didn't see that. That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
No.
Most people thought it was fake.
Well,
listen.
like also like I don't think the first attempt was fake. And we're not trying to get political here, but like because people were like, oh well, the Democratic Party wanted him. You would not hire some low life kid like that to do your attempt. You would get somebody that you know could hit the shot, not somebody that's gonna miss.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I do.
It's
Unless you hire them yourself.
unless you hired them yourself.
Yeah, but the question I do have, and it's more of a funny joke with Diddy, is do you think they're gonna make him sing in prison like they did R. Kelly?
Hell no. They
Because they did once.
wait.
Did you not see
no,
this video?
no,
They made
did
R.
not.
Kelly sing?
No.
Yeah, in prison.
They said allegedly
I
he's
did not
leader
know
of
that.
the choir, the male choir.
Are
in the
you kidding me?
Yes, that's a.
Could you imagine?
That's
Could you
just
imagine
From
you're
the
in
church
prison?
or what? Satan? Like, what is he? I don't
I saw
understand.
like TikToks of like from prison, and they were like, "Hey, we got R. Kelly in here
But
singing."
that's really, they actually show his face?
I don't remember. I saw it so long ago, but I remember hearing like even news stories where they're like they got him singing. But could you imagine, Mr. Fresh? God forbid you're in prison, but you're in prison and you're the leader of the choir, and then they're like, "We got a new guy. He's gonna lead the choir." It's
R. Kelly.
I can't fucking compete
Right,
with that.
I'm-
You're telling me
I'm like,
I'm in here for life, and now I get the one thing taken away from me,
Yes.
which is leader of the choir to R. Kelly. Like,
Listen, I would have packed up my bunkie and been like, I'm going to head on now, y'all.
Send me
Y'all got
this
it.
side.
I would have beat him up and took the bottom bunk.
Oh, you want to be leader of the choir? How about you be leader of the?
But you know what? I truly believe that Diddy is afraid for his life. Somebody also said that they mentioned that he's refusing to eat because he feels like someone's going to poison him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then he's like in one of the worst jails. Like, not just like.
Where's he? Rikers? No,
I don't think he's
no.
at Rikers. He's at the dirty version of Rikers.
What
And I heard
prison
Rikers is pretty.
Diddy in?
What is it called?
What is it?
Moves out of. Moved to same section of New York City, Joe.
Or MDW.
Yeah, I heard it's rough in there.
Oh.
I heard it's rough.
Well,
No,
But you know-
MDC.
We talked about
MDC.
yeah, MDC. We talked about
in
how you
Brooklyn.
have to pay the piper. This is just the repercussions. And he won't be the only one paying. I feel like Jay-Z is up next.
No, if you have dirt on Jay-Z and you're in a jail in Brooklyn, where he's from, people are already
Yeah.
mad about Biggie. Come on.
But did you understand?
walk, bro.
Do you understand how dangerous that is for Diddy? And then they were friends, and they like literally they're like, no, we're not friends no more. He started ghosting Diddy.
Biggie?
No.
Oh.
Sean Combs.
Uh-huh.
No. Let me back up. Let me
I was
just
like,
call them.
isn't that Diddy?
Let me call them they
Have you guys
stage
heard of
names because
Jaguar,
there's
right?
too many.
Yes.
Yes.
She says everything.
Man.
She
Yes.
said that Diddy's a snitch and Diddy's going to start snitching on Jay-Z.
Yes.
telling
Yes.
you.
So
telling
Jay-Z, because I was going to call them both the Shans. The Shans were friends, very close friends. Friends to the point of they were cheating on their spouses with two best friends. And one of the best friends, Jay-Z's mistress, allegedly came up unalived out of
Oh.
nowhere.
I remember that
And so he started distancing himself from Diddy for years. And Diddy felt some type of way like, I thought we was in this together, allegedly. So now, well, listen, they ain't coming for me. I ain't got nothing but some herbs. Y'all ain't about to sue me, allegedly. So now they're saying like he's gonna flip on Jay-Z because they're saying Jay-Z already flipped on him. He's already talked to the feds. He's been feeding them information, allegedly. Yeah. So
Where's the Jay-Z thing coming from? Because they just started popping up on YouTube, like trending. Where did that
he's
come
been
from?
gross. You have to. What you need to do is read the Confessions of a Video Vixen, and it's by Corinne Steffens, and it was released in the early 2000s. And she said it. She said it. She said it. In the book, she details how Diddy took her and Exhibit, the rapper, to a gay club, and they both looked at each other confused as to this. This is where you brought us to party, like. Read that book and then come back.
I've heard gay bars are pretty damn lit.
Yeah. Well,
I've
no.
heard that.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a great time at a gay bar before.
Yeah.
It was like,
I heard they actually do dance.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and just sit there and be like, "What
Oh
ladies
yeah.
at?"
Oh, we went
Where
we
the
went
girls
to a
at, bro?
gay bar
Yeah,
together because I was
listen.
only 18,
George,
and I
bro.
couldn't get in. It was 18
Vegas
and over.
ain't ready for us, dude.
Listen.
No, we used to go to Crave all the time
Diddy.
because she was only 18 and I was
No,
over
you keep
age.
saying that. I was not 18, y'all.
Or
I
she
said it
was-
on accident.
No, she was under 21.
I was under 21 in the.
But I was over 21.
Yes. So.
we wanted to go party.
She was like
Listen,
13.
don't
Like,
put
bro,
that.
come
We're
on.
not talking about no Diddy. No. No. So the club was 18 and over. I was only 20. I couldn't get in the real club, but the gay clubs out here used to let you party under 21. So I took him there because my coworker, shout out to my Victoria's Secret family from 2011, was like, I know where we can go party at. And you
Wait,
don't
did you
have
work at
he was a
Victoria's
gay-
Secret?
Yeah, for
Which
like
one?
a year. In Miracle Mile.
Oh, see, mine, and her sister worked at Meadows.
Yep. I was
Used to
fresh
come
here. I
home
was
smelling
ready.
like a brand
Oh,
new
yeah.
How many
Brand
credit
new-
cards did you sell?
I used to
Because they
get-
pushed that on you. You're like, we got to get credit
they
cards.
did, and I pushed it right back. I only got a couple in a year because I'm not. No.
Yeah, I remember she was telling me, she was like, yeah, there was one lady who was doing it and
Yeah.
just blah, denied. And she was like, they're going to let you know. In the
Yeah.
mail.
Because
They're
it's
gonna
like, why
tell
would
you.
I embarrass somebody like that? Back then, I couldn't even get a Victoria's Secret credit card. How the hell I'm gonna push it to somebody else? But
Sorry, I took a swap track
you're
of
good.
yes.
But yeah, listen. These people will be exposed, and I feel like a lot of the things that a lot of different spiritualists are talking about is the astral plane and things, the way that things are, and the way the planets are aligning, and what we're going through right now. It's like the year of exposure. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, what do you think is going on right now in the universe with this whole everybody's getting exposed?
Well, isn't it the age of Aquarius?
Yes.
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 I feel like it's meant to come out. Just stuff's meant to come out in general.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything planetary. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but it's a certain in numerology. I forgot what year it is. Jazz said it's like the year of basically the truth comes out.
Yes.
And it's something new. I
Yes.
just can't remember what she said, but she said it's meant to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
that's what it is.
Listen, my whole thing is this. Y'all
Everybody
got
get
away with this for
exposed.
30 plus
7
years.
personal
Be
year?
grateful.
7 personal year?
It's the
Year of study
what
and
it
truth
is.
seeking. Truth seeking, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the year of
2020,
truth.
or you could put 2024
2024
numerology.
numerology
4,
meaning.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's the year of balance. It adds to an 8. And she goes, that's a year of balance and balancing out
8
karma.
year.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's an 8 year because digits add up to 8. The number 8 is associated with the planet Saturn, which is known for traits like perseverance and ambition. So it will be a year of growth and expansion.
But
that's
it's
the-
balancing out karma.
Yes.
Because the 8 is constantly looping like that.
Yeah.
So
It's
trying
like
to
an
balance
infinity.
itself out. So
Yeah.
that's why all this stuff's coming out.
It's like my tattoo.
Cat Williams started it.
My
now
tattoo
it's
itches
listen,
so bad right now. by the
Domino
way.
effect.
My new tattoo itches so bad right now, by the way.
Oh, yes.
I'm
He
like
got
sitting
a
here.
really cute tattoo.
I put it in the Discord, so if you want to see it in the Discord.
Yes,
it's in
join
there.
Discord. It's free. Go in there and chat it up. But He did get a really, really cool tattoo over the weekend.
What'd you
It's
get?
spiritual. Here, I'll show you guys. It's right here on my knee.
I'm still in it,
Oh, I like
except I'm not
that.
getting it on
I
my
like
knee.
that.
I ain't a gangster like
What if,
that.
what if I told you guys it was hand poked?
It was definitely
Oh.
him.
Actually, all of mine are hand poked.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
So it's the
okay.
same artist. But yeah,
You're
she's
brave
you
for
would
that.
you're gonna love
Right.
you're gonna love her when
That's
you go to.
cool.
No,
I mean,
because
why
I was
not?
like, oh, I really want her to tattoo me, and then I go on her Instagram, and I was like, oh, it's hand poked. But they say hand poked is way less painful than
This one. I was sitting there like,
No, because you got it in an odd place.
like my
and-
shin. When they put on my shin, I was like, ah.
Yeah, yeah.
You hit that bone on tattoos?
Oh yeah, no, it was not fun.
Boy.
Do not recommend.
I got my tattoo on my chest.
Ooh,
And I couldn't-
In the
that's
ribs?
sensitive
Man,
area,
no,
that's
like,
Sternum?
like right here.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't even breathe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I could not swallow. I could not breathe.
Yeah.
But you look fly as fuck though, right?
Man, listen, even my back, when I got it on my back, my tattoo on my back hurt too. Like when they start hitting that bone, they start chipping at that bone and it's not fat no more. It's a different pain.
Was it worth it?
Wait, he said,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like the exposures will ramp up like October 2024 to March 2025. I believe so too. And it's just unfortunate. I do feel like it's something with numeral. It gotta be spiritual. There is no way.
So Aquarius in the 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
and
Because I'm
next-
like,
yeah.
God, like, damn, when are we? Slow down, universe.
And
Like,
it's the year of
everybody
the
going to
dragon.
jail.
It's the year of the dragon too.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh.
just fire coming out, and then next year's the year of the snake in Chinese.
Ooh.
So it's
What's the
shedding
snake
of
do?
the shedding of the old habits. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
They gonna force them to shed it.
Yeah.
It's tough to
They
shed.
gonna- yeah.
Look, I mean, it's almost the end of the year.
Yes.
Yep. So of course, if you're just joining us, I just want to check back in because we have been, conversing. Sorry. If
gonna
you
get to
are
some
just
calls.
getting in, this is the Calls from Beyond show. We are live. If you would like to call and tell us your creepy cryptid story, you can use the phone number at the bottom of the screen. We do have a line though. It looks
There is
like
a
it-
line.
Yeah, we have
We've
a
already
line.
have some super chats too. We're gonna get to those first.
Yes. And if you would like to super chat $10, you can skip that line. So if you want to send that over, you are welcome to. Now, before we take calls, because we're going to take calls a little bit later, but I want to be courteous to our guests. Halloween is coming.
Oh yes.
I'm so excited. It is
I
officially
decorated 2 months ago.
I know. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm so. Wait, what was that? Let's do it again. Oh,
No, it
there
was
we
them
go.
laughing.
That was a laugh.
Wait, is it a laugh?
No,
No.
that's
That's the horn. I think it was them laughing
Oh.
on top of it.
Oh, okay.
think
I'm
so.
so excited because spooky season, I mean, it's probably all of our favorite seasons.
Yeah.
Not Mr. Fresh, but mine's at least. That and
Mr. Fresh's
Christmas.
favorite season is football season.
Yeah. So I guess he's still in the spooky season, just the football
It's
version.
adjacent.
Yes, it's adjacent.
Spooky season is great. I love spooky season. However, I don't care for the monetization.
The
of
price
spooky
tag
season.
associated with it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my kid is 4
capitalization
years
of it.
old. Why the hell do I gotta pay $40 for a fucking costume?
And especially when
Yeah.
your kid like mine wants to be Darth Vader and it requires a mask, a
Oh,
lightsaber.
He wants to be Darth Vader.
He already has his costume. He's worn it like 8 times. That's the thing. When we get his costume, we don't make him wait till.
seriously.
I'm getting my money's worth.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, hey, I think Tootie was Superman the other day. And I'm like, first of all, you're Superman with no drawers on, bro.
Yes.
Hey, he's Super Commando. Man.
Yes. Like free balling. And I'm like, dude, what is going on? But I've been trying to look for my costume. I'm actually gonna put what's some things that the police put out when they're looking for something?
APB?
APB, please. If you guys happen to see a Shrinker Bob costume with the arm pads underneath
We'll have a
$100,
reward.
I will literally.
We'll give you some merch.
Yes, I will get you merch. And for those who do not know what I'm talking about, let me pull my costume up because I'm so mad. Halloween, especially whenever a movie as big as Beetlejuice comes out, all the costumes are gone, and then they resell them
For
like.
hundreds of dollars.
And I can't believe they doing me like this.
Hey, you
so
should have said, if you find one, I'll trade you that for a reading.
yes, I will give you a free
Oh, that's a
reading
good
if you can
one.
find me a Shrinker Bob.
But it gotta have the arm pads.
I'm
the shoulder
specific.
pads.
I'm sensitive about my shit. Let me show you what I'm looking for.
sensitive about
Okay.
my shit.
Have
Hold
you tried
on.
like OfferUp or Craigslist?
Yes, I have, and they
Nothing.
have to be doing drugs. Like $300. The
$800. I know what I got.
Yes.
And it's like all ripped and
eBay
shit.
too?
eBay.
Oh, eBay's the worst.
Oh wow.
Let me tell you. So the costume, I believe, at Spirit was close to $70, like in the 60-something range. I'm like, okay, whatever. The costume is super niche, and it's an optical illusion costume. And I go, and I'm like, they online go to Party City again, 60-something, but it's all sold out. So I go online just and Google it, and can you please find it? It's just stressing me out thinking about it, like, because I'm gonna end
Shrinker
up
Bob,
probably.
George.
It's the one with the shoulder pads, though.
Yeah, the one with the shoulder pads.
Yes.
Party City Shrinker
Yes.
Bob costume,
Because Spirit makes it.
illusion costume at Party City.
Click on the link. I'm trying to see something. Is it in?
Standard $65, but
No.
add to cart
Oh wait. It says soon as today.
today. Free on $59 plus order. Which is this?
It's in stock?
No, is it in stock? Click on it. Oh God, no. Yep.
Is it in stock?
Nope. Pick up, go within 30 miles.
Okay. Do you see the one I'm talking about?
Nah. That's like overdone. That's like
Wait.
everybody being the Joker.
I
Out of stock.
I
Out of
would,
stock. Out of
everybody's
stock.
being Beetlejuice. I want to be him. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I watched a TikTok, and it was a bunch of girlfriends in New York going on a ferry, and they all dressed up as this. And I said, "That's it.
That's it. I know what I'm gonna be.
I know what
It
I'm
was
gonna
at a
be."
boat party, and it was like 12 of them.
Yes.
But you could probably make that.
Okay, so I thought about that, and I'm
'Cause
like,
I
I'm
could probably
not
make
that
that.
like I'm not that thrifty or like crafty to do the shoulder pads, because the shoulder pads have a strap and the head has a strap too. Like the actual shrinker part is on top of your head.
How do they sell
I
out
think
the
you
shoulder
can-
pads?
I
That's-
think you could paint your face and just do your hair like that. I think you
I
can pull it
know,
off.
but I want to be inconspicuous. Like I want to go to a club and be twerking as Shrinker Bob. Like I wanted to.
But have it not
Yes.
come back to Calls from Beyond in Black
Yeah,
Cauldron.
man.
That's
so
funny.
I'm
Oh, did
like,
you find it? Oh, look
oh
at that.
my god.
oh wait. No, you got to go to the one that's viral on. Oh wait, we can't. I don't know if we can stream from TikTok, but it's so good.
That is a cool. That's a good costume.
so good.
Though. I've never seen that.
You know, I'm very childish. I'm just wondering at what point am I gonna grow up?
Someone said what size. Maybe they had the costume.
Uh-oh. No, it comes inside. Doesn't it come in sizes?
She said she'll look at the Party City for you.
No.
Oh my God! If you could find me an extra large, or maybe I want it a little bit looser. I think it's a man costume.
I think so.
No, you should be fine with extra large.
Yeah, like an extra large. I
You're
love
like
you
4 feet.
forever.
4 feet. Wait a minute.
I would love you forever because I just this costume stressed me out. I was looking for it for like 2 hours the other day. My kids are like, especially Max. She's like,
I was about to say, I know you talking about your costume.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I was going
But
into the segue.
But I have to segue and say, my baby girl turned 12 years old today.
yes, she did.
Happy
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
baby.
Happy birthday to Maximilius or whatever you want to be called.
You know, I don't know why she don't like
she
the
wants to
God,
be Max so
the name
bad.
God gave, or I'm God, I guess. I gave her, but it's close to her original name, so we're gonna call her Max. Happy birthday, darling!
Yeah.
I
Happy
had
birthday,
a blast
sweetheart.
spending it
You
with
can
you today.
redeem one free Slurpee courtesy of Mr. Fresh.
No,
Any participating.
I took her to Korean barbecue for lunch today. I was like $125.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. You don't get no Slurpee no more.
Yeah.
Oh, someone found the suit on Coast Sky.
Okay, I seen that.
Coast-
I seen it. I seen it on. It doesn't come with the pads though. If you look at the materials,
Look
it
at the
comes.
pads.
Mr. Fresh, you pass me that remote.
I found it on.
The remote?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Are
found
you just
it
want to
on
press the
Coast-
volume? No, the left one.
Coast
Press
Sky.
volume down. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Fresh.
Wait, I'm over here like where? Which chat?
We're
said
gonna
that
get to
they-
calls. Don't worry, we're gonna get to some
Yes,
callers
I
here
told
pretty
you
soon.
guys this
coming, y'all.
episode
I
was going
apologize.
to. No, it's not even that because this is a call-in show. If we took calls all day, y'all would leave. So we like to add a little entertainment, razzle dazzle into it. We will get to calls. I did give the advisory that we had special guests, so it will be set up a little bit differently today. But I'm trying to look for this.
We're on a mission.
Like I can't.
Well, while you're
And-
looking for it, I'm going to plug one more time. We've put the link in the chat. If you want to do a ghost hunt with me in the month of October here in Vegas or in the Vegas area, Spirits with Spirits is an event going on at the Pioneer Saloon, which if you are familiar with Truly Bizarre, you will know that we did our first ever investigation there. And I will be hosting Mondays and Wednesday nights there. It is $50 a person. It's small amounts though. It's 10 people a night, but you get on like direct access with me and we get to do the hunt together. So if you happen to be in the Vegas area, during the month of October on a Wednesday or a Monday, and you maybe want to do a ghost hunt with me, you can do so with the link. I know Mari's posting it in the chat.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, do you ever feel bad when you go to haunted places and they're trapped souls? Do you ever want to free them?
So here's the thing: is like I don't understand, and I don't.
I'm an empath. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
poor
I can
ghost.
definitely like empathize and be like, I'm sorry that this is happening,
Yeah.
and so I try because like I don't understand how like what the process is to free a spirit, or if I'm even capable of it. But what I try to do is I go, is there anything that like you want to tell us that maybe you haven't been able to say? And maybe that's like something like maybe when they say it, they're like, okay, now I've said my piece.
Yeah.
I can go. I try to do that.
Or get like a shaman to go with you, like free some souls or something. Someone who specializes in that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That might be cool.
Yeah. I was recommended to a shaman, and I've never seen one by Jasmine. She was like somebody like a shaman, and I'm like, where do I find a shaman?
We have a good one.
Oh, link me.
Of course you
Hook
guys
me
do.
up.
I would actually be
Yeah.
like surprised if you didn't. Like you guys seem very well
We know a
connected.
good one, yeah.
Okay,
really-
so
really good.
somebody said, Casey, they said that there's the instructions on how to make the shoulder pads on the Michaels website. Thank you for plugging me.
I'm on Coast Guard right now. Should I buy it?
No, it's not the one with the pads.
You can't make them in?
pads.
You can put them
It's
in.
supposed to be forced perspective to make the head.
No, the head too. Only thing about I'm gonna read the directions to make sure I'm capable. Okay, I'm not domesticated. I keep telling you.
What's the age rating on the
Right.
instructions?
If it's over 5, I can't make it.
You might go to, like, just get some, you might go to like, go to a thrift store and get some old school shoulder pads, or go
That's
to
what I
Michael's.
was thinking. Yeah. So the way the costume is set up is that the shrinker head is on top. It's a strap, and then it's these inflatable shoulder pads on the arms. So that's why I said, like, depending on what it is, I'm hoping between the 2 channels that we're streaming on and y'all channel as well, please help me find a shrinker bob with the shoulder pad, please. And if not, I'll just have to make it because I have to be that. I'm sorry, I'm a troll. I got to do it. So, but yeah, Halloween is coming, and there's so much. I feel like October, and maybe y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it. October is like the most spiritually active
It is.
month ever. The veil is damn near non-existent. I think whenever my son said like, hey, there's a kid in the hallway, a little white boy in my house, it was in October of last year. So do you agree that this is
It's the most like spiritual time of the year.
Yeah.
There is no veil. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Now,
Yeah.
would you say, because I feel like with spirituality, especially, it's like the intentions you give can definitely, is it because like we're very intent on like October being a spooky month and like a very spiritually open month kind of
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, but I think because a lot of people believe that
Right.
energy makes it,
It manifests, yeah.
manifest it
Right.
even
Yeah.
bigger. Yes.
Yeah. So when you do readings in October, do you ever feel like it's a lot of energy whenever you're channeling, or do you just specifically, because you are channeling with ancestor spirit guides, that you're able just to pull them?
No, it's actually the same all year.
No, it's
It's
the
the
same.
same all year.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys like experience a lot of different spirits all throughout the year.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do y'all do it?
We just talk to spirit guides. We really don't do ancestors that much. If they come through, if someone asks for them, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But we don't really do ancestor readings. 'Cause-
No, I mean, like, how do you, which is interesting because Jasmine specifically, she was like, oh, your grandpa, when she was doing mine. So I'm like, okay, that's an ancestor.
Yes.
But how do you deal with goat or spirits, different things throughout the year?
To me, for me, it just comes
Boundaries.
and goes. Yeah, and boundaries too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I could go days without tapping into certain energies.
Days, that's all? That's the longest in between. I couldn't do it.
You have to have psychic boundaries. Like
Yes,
I said,
yeah.
I like before I even go to sleep, like I turn off my psychic senses. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't come to me. And if you want someone to come to me, have them book a session with me and pay me.
Yeah, or
to talk to
hello.
Take a
Because-
take a
No,
number.
like really,
Yeah.
I have people, like, so I used to
Yes.
have people talk in my ear all the time. I'm just like, have your child book a read at me, and I'll talk to them for you.
Yeah.
And I just turn it off.
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah,
So
you have
do
to
you
have boundaries.
actually see them, or you just hear them, or how does it
I
work?
hear them, but when
Yeah.
I'm doing readings, they'll start giving me visuals of them, and they'll give me like personality traits.
Yeah.
So it's really weird.
I have
That
a
is
question for
crazy.
you guys
Yeah.
because you're not doing a reading on me or anything, but my birthday is in October.
Yes.
Does that have anything to do with me being so like
so
inclined in
spooky.
this kind of world?
What day are you born?
The 3rd.
The 3rd. Well, what's like the date of? The year.
97.
I'd have to do like numerology. It actually does depend.
Oh,
Most
okay.
people who are born the 7th, though, that's the spiritual number. That's called the witch's number.
Okay.
Like I was born the 7th, so
Me too.
people love spiritual stuff. But if you do like your numerology, you might be a life path 7. I'd have to do it on a
Ooh.
piece of paper, but I don't. Yeah.
I could probably just look it up, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have to do the 10, 1 plus 0 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus whatever. Oh, sorry, what you said.
Right. She's like, I'm
9
gonna
plus
try
7.
Exactly.
Oh, analysis. Born. I was born on a Friday too.
Yeah, I was born on a Friday, 11
Who
p.m. or
else
11
was
a.m.
born? I feel like people, because in Hoodoo,
George,
or-
what day were you born?
In Hoodoo, it's the days of the week.
yes, the days of the week.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and
In the morning or at night.
I was born in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like looking it up and doing research years ago. I would look at it again, but I heard people that are born on Friday, like you don't mess with, they're hot headed, you know.
Oh.
So, but I don't know if that's true. Like I said, I have to look it up.
But what's your,
This is like dragging me right now.
what's your life path number though?
I'm not seeing. Oh, 3.
3. You're life path
Oh,
3.
I
It
want
says
to put
3.
mine's is 11. I was like, "Eeh."
So life
Yeah.
path 3, you guys are all about communication and discoveries. That makes sense.
yes.
Yeah. And
All right.
connections.
Most people
He
are
be
born on the 3rd. They usually love to talk.
And communicating.
Damn, I wonder who that could be.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
TTM.
George should nodding his head over there.
You know what a TTM is? That's what my dad used to say whenever
Talk too much?
Yeah. You're like, girl, you a TTM, and I'm
No,
like,
I just got a lot of shut the fuck up.
yeah.
growing up.
And it's just like,
But you're making money off it now. so-
right.
That's the
right.
thing. It's like,
Yes.
okay.
But you are very communicative. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a number
It's
of
like,
communication.
and even whenever he feels like he wasn't like clear enough, he'll call back and be like,
Yeah, I have
I just
to.
want
I
to
have
touch
to
back
like,
on that.
Yes.
and that's probably
Clear
the anxiety
communication.
too. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
like George and I will talk about something, and I'll call him and be like, "Hey, I just want to make sure like we're both clear." on this."
Yeah,
Same with
that's
Noah. I'm
good.
like, "Hey, I
Yeah,
just want to make
I'll be
sure.
like,
Like,
I
we're
got
okay.
it, Austin.
Are we
You're
okay,
fine.
please?
Oh yeah, I have to reassure him, and that's that. Oh, put mine's in.
Okay. Ask Oracle is the website. And she predict what's the birth. You want to put it in?
Yeah.
Let's not let the people know.
Adds up to a 7 also. I was born at 5:11 a.m.
I think
don't
I
know
was
about the
born.
time
I think I was
part.
born at like
And then the
11:04
25th, so
yeah.
a.m.
See, I don't know anything about the time.
Right.
That's more astrology. I don't do
This is already
astrology.
explaining things though.
Oh wait, what's the format?
You have-
Uh,
they put on the
day,
birth certificate.
month, year.
Oh, okay.
Even older people.
Huh?
Yes, I mean,
You know,
I
I'm
think they
not
do.
too sure about
I'm
that
not
because they
sure
didn't even
when
put
they
race.
see
They
them
weren't
on
putting
my
out
Well,
race.
was it like a stone tablet or was it like? Eucalyptus.
Okay.
And so you don't. It might not even be there.
really?
You're life path number 2 according to
They
this.
said I must have did mine wrong. Somebody told me I was 11.
But that adds to it too.
One
Oh,
plus
yes,
one.
it was 1-1. My
But, that's,
bad.
but that makes
I'm at
total
11. I
sense.
can't be a 2.
That's
No.
the number of companionship, and that's the number of
Friends.
sensitivity, and that
Yes.
means the intuition number 2.
Wow. And you know, the high priestess is my tarot card whenever you break it down in numerology with my birthday. So, and that's the intuitive card. That's the divine intuition. Like,
I gotta
wait,
study
go
that
back.
one
I
day.
wasn't done.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
gotta look into that
Taking
one.
your
I'm
computer
having clear
over.
communication right now.
Hold on. So let me see. Let's go up because actually, if we can, I'm gonna send this to Lauren to put in the chat because this
Yes.
is very interesting
Yeah.
when it comes to
It's
spirituality.
But a lot of
ask-oracle.com.
people use that. I met a girl who's a master numerologist, and she helps women choose when they have their baby.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it's important.
I was
Yes.
like, I would do
It's
something
George
like
and I
that.
have a lot of experience with a numerologist, but he was really aggressive.
Oh wow,
He's actually pretty famous.
That's weird.
Oh,
Yes.
hey, we love you guys.
Yes. And we're
11
gonna.
is master number.
I
yeah,
believe
you're
I
right.
gave
Damn,
Lauren.
this is your animal sign?
Yes.
What's your animal sign?
Goat.
I'll go. I'm an Aries. Or no, well, I'm an Aries. That's a Ram, but it doesn't surprise me.
Oh, you're an Aries.
Bah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yep. So it says it tells you everything.
It's really
like,
good. It's very interesting.
Is your partner the one confused? Get clarity.
No. That's
now.
look at that
Oh.
sponsor. Free chat with a live psychic. They're trying to get your ass.
So it says individuals born
Are you looking at
on
yours, George?
redacted are often characterized by a blend of wisdom and strategic thinking. They possess a deep
Okay.
desire for knowledge and understanding, but this aspiration can be hindered by a lack of discipline and dedication. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, that is the truth, y'all. I swear.
I'm still
on
waiting
me.
on videos from Miss Noah.
Yes, listen. I'll be like, hey, I'm about to record this video.
And a
Psych.
month goes by.
I
as
think
a
numerology is
result,
better than astrology because it's more
Yeah.
it's more
Astrology
straightforward.
is-
It's more
Astrology is
scientific,
a lot. Yeah.
mathematical.
yes, and it says as a result, they may find themselves caught in a dilemma, striving for their goals, yet struggling to maintain the focus and commitment necessary to see them through. Y'all didn't have 45 businesses. This is me right here. Okay, so that actually is very, 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 Yeah, you know all
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. He ain't trying to
Right
drag
on
me
your
on stream.
cool.
But this is a very good website. I should email them. I like Ask Oracle. Email. Let's do some business because
We got some Oracle people here.
I am
The Oracle. We have
We
Trinity
got
Oracle here.
the Oracle of the Oracles. Okay.
All right. Well, we should probably start getting to some calls here pretty
Yes.
soon because I know we've got some super chats that have been waiting. People are hyped.
Somebody probably found a chargeback back.
Oh man.
I'm getting my Amex. Getting my Amex back.
Yes. So let me just put it in here while we pull
Yes.
up some calls.
Yes. So who's the first one? Because they were your person. What's their number? I don't know if they put it.
I'm not sure if she put it in there as
She didn't put it in
someone
there.
named Eurasia still here. I could look at the. Hold on.
Yeah, she didn't put her number.
I bet you it's the 916 number. I'm
We're about
almost
to
sure.
give somebody a free call.
I know this.
Stars.
This lady.
So you're gonna press star
I know
6
her,
to
know her.
unmute.
Eurasia, can you hear me? You have to push star 6 to unmute.
She also super chatted $1.99 to you as well.
Okay, perfect.
She's a real one.
Yes, very much so. Thank you so much for the support. You know.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Is this Eurasia?
I can't hear you. This is Eurasia.
Hey. Okay, so her
Oh,
and
I
the
think we have
hood
two
raised
people in.
me. I've known this lady since I was about 7 years old.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
we were neighbors.
Wow.
Yep. So she messaged me on my real Facebook and was like, "I want to call in." And I'm like, "Call us."
No, tell them that I saw a picture of you. I was like, hey, I think this is you. And he
Yes.
was like, it is.
Yes,
Oh my
yes. She
God.
hit me
It
up
is.
because, of course, she was probably watching my stuff at night, and she's like, "Hey,
Yeah, I
Bree,
didn't
you know,
even know."
I know this girl on YouTube. I watch her, and my daughter says, oh, she looks just like you.'
That's funny.
I said,
That's
oh.
funny.
I said, let me see, because I knew it was me. I didn't disclose for the longest that I was doing social media content creation to my real life, people I know. It was me. But thank you so much for being so patient. I appreciate you.
Oh, yes,
I appreciate
definitely.
it.
definitely.
So I know that you told me a little bit about what was going or as experience in my inbox, but I know you had something else that you wanted to come on air and share.
Oh, no, it's so much since I've been in this spiritual stuff. It's actually crazy. But the first thing, I think we were talking about the hauntedness.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many stories. I don't know if you want to talk about the hauntedness or the dream man that I met that I wrote down in my book, and he appeared at my door, then he died. Oh, my God.
Look,
it's so much
actually,
stories.
let's go back to
Hold
that
on,
one.
hold on.
We're going to go back to the dream man. I mean,
Was he hot?
Oh, my
all right.
God.
What this dream man
You
look
want
like?
to do that one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay, so my dream man was, it's so funny because you know my little life, but
Yeah.
my dream man was somebody that I wrote down. And I said, I would never give up. People say, oh, you think you're perfect, huh? Oh, you think you're going to get somebody? I said, why would I, give up if I don't think that I'm going to get what I want? Because
Right.
I know who I am.
Right.
So anyway, I wrote this guy down, and I wrote him down, I don't know how many years ago. So anyway, I'm about to move from this apartment that I was living in, where I was trying to heal myself by myself. Me and my daughter, who has special needs, live together. And I've always welcomed everybody in my home. You know that, Noah. Everybody lived at my house. So this time I had myself by myself, and I was healing myself, going to the doctors and all this stuff. Anyway, I knew I wrote this person down, everything, the way he walked, his attitude, in a journal of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm about to move, and the carpet cleaners were cleaning my unit. And this guy walks up. I go out to the porch, and I looked at him. Oh, my God, and my heart's beating. It was a magnet that I could not resist. I'm not, what did I use? I'm not flirtatious. I don't get at people. I don't initiate
Right.
any of that. So I looked at him, one look. I said, who are you? He says, I'm Chris Nash. I shook his hand. I said, you're going to be my husband. That was it. From that moment on, and I still have it, I recorded him, audio, video, everything I could do. I start documenting. I start writing. I was like, what is going on here? Come to find out, I'm attracted to Taurus men. He was a Taurus. Oh, my God. Everything, how he ate, how he walked, everything. So then he's like, look, let me tell you the truth about me. I'm pretty transparent. I'm not a good man. I ruin people's lives, women, every woman that I've been with, I've ruined their lives. And you seem like a nice girl. I can't believe that you're interested in me. I didn't see anything. And I'm like, it's okay. He says, okay, you done met Chris Nash. And I said, okay, you done met Eurasia Lewis. And from that point on, we were running up and down the roads. My dream bubble car, I ran it to the ground. We were singing together, dance with each other in the stores. I mean, we were playing out videos. It was the most wonderful thing I've ever felt. Every time I looked at him, every kiss we had, it was like magnetic, like, whoa, what the heck? He's like, what is this? Who are you? And everything we did was the same. And he's like, I'm looking at a female Chris Nash. And I'm looking at him like, you do everything that I do. It was freaking weird. We even have altars. And one day he just started talking in this other voice. And then I just started talking in my other voice. I was like, who is that? He says, I'm Otis. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm Kathy. So I don't know what voice. I said, I don't know what voice I'm speaking in. So Otis started telling me about, his history and stuff. And then I said, oh, okay, well, I use this voice when I'm sad. It makes me happy. I said, because nobody get offended. I visualize a woman, white woman with big white curly teeth, happy all the time. And so I speak like that. And then I smile. So he spoke like he spoke. And I was like, oh, he says, we're crazy, huh? I was like, oh my God. Like, this was a dream. Like, we were made for each other. All of our songs, the way we danced, everything. And the way he walked, I was just like, oh my God. So anyway, make a long story short, I don't know if I can do that because I talk a lot, but we were together and everything was just bliss. Like, oh my God, this is everything. And then he started getting me angry, trying to make me do stuff. I'm independent, always been independent. My mom taught me, don't trust nobody, make sure you do it yourself. Men want to rule you and all that stuff. Jacked my head up a little bit because all he was trying to do was help me. So anyway, he told me, he says, Eurasia, this is going to be my last relationship. If I don't make it with you because I know I'm mentally ill, I have addiction problems, it's not going to work. And I'm like, no, whatever it is, I can help you. We can do this together. He says, trust me, I can't. And he started talking about demons. He told me he murdered somebody. He's telling me all this stuff. He says, you're not scared? I said, no, I want more. He says, you're crazy.
Hold on,
I'm like, no. I'm like laying in the bed. He says, do you know who you're laying with? And I keep reiterating, do you know who you're laying with, first of all?
Right.
So I'm just talking. So anyway, he says, I'm going to die. He says, I'm going to be murdered. He's like, I want you to play this at my funeral. He says, all I want with you is to have a life and a baby. And I was like, oh, we're not having no babies, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, time goes on. And he, October 29th, I know the date. We were having relations. And it was something that, I was like, what is that? He said, I don't know. Did you feel that? I don't know. We let that go. So anyway, it was getting kind of rough. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't handle this. But I'm in love with him. Like I said, I videoed, I recorded, I audioed, everything. And I was like, I can't do it. I got to the peak where I was like, I felt like a demon. I felt things were coming out my mouth I had no control over that I was saying to him. And it was like he was just egging me on. So anyway, I did this last thing because he was talking about how crazy he was. So you guys get ready. I put some tape around my head, a masking tape, wrap packing tape. And so I just left my lips open. And he says, Razor, please talk to me. I'm like, I can't talk to you like this. And he's like, what? Take the tape off. So this is me trying to figure out how crazy this guy is because I'm by myself and he's killed people. So I'm just trying to protect myself. So anyway, it came out to be good. He settled down. He says, I got to get away from you. I came here to conquer you. And I don't know what he said after that. It's not working. He says, you're crazy and I got to get the hell out of here. Ain't no woman ever did this to me. He slams my door and leaves all of his stuff. I was like, phew, I'm thinking he's going to come back. Hadn't heard anything from him. The day he was murdered, January 26th at
Wait, he actually
8:47.
died?
He was murdered.
He was
she said.
murdered.
Well, I know she
Yeah,
said he was saying, I'm going
I
to
don't
be
even have a
murdered.
seatbelt on for this roller coaster.
Yeah.
What-
Yes.
No, and then he actually,
Yes.
like, you had never seen him after that day in October.
I didn't not after October, January 16th or something is the last time we physically saw each other. Because I didn't want anything to do with it anymore. I had to get away. It was sucking me dry. Like, even though I was in love, like, oh my God, he was everything to me, but he was sucking me dry. I'm like, what the heck? So I got a text message. I hadn't talked to him or anything. I got a text message. He says, whatever I done to you, I apologize. I'm so sorry. You know, you're a wonderful woman and blah, 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 blah. Now, 7:45, 9:05, he asked me, did you go to the doctor? Are you pregnant? And I'm not, yeah. So anyway, I said, I got to go back on Tuesday. They'll tell me. I got a phone call at 9:05 and said he was murdered. And I never told him that I was, So he was murdered. And then 30 before that, my best friend was died. Deshauna, she died.
Yeah.
And then 30 days after that, his sister-in-law died. So it was like every 30 days somebody dropped. And I had never been in with a death before. I've never dealt with anybody death close to me. So they were just dropping every 30 days on the 26th of the month. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it was horrible. He died, and I was pregnant, and that I said Tuesday I'll find out, and Tuesday I had a miscarriage, because when I found out that he was gone, I was like, I would never see him again. Like, this was my dream, and man, everything, and everybody knew it. They're like, Eurasia. They wanted to take me. They thought I was on drugs. They wanted to take me. Everybody came to my house and said I needed intervention. And I'm just like, you guys don't understand.
Yeah.
This man has brought so much, but now that it's over, I can see and understand, and I go back and listen to his recordings, and it was just, the stuff that I heard and listening to was so crazy, and everything just adds up. And I'm like, wow. Even my friend Deshauna, she told me I was like, what is going on? And I didn't believe in any of this stuff. And another person was telling me, Eurasia, you don't know who you are, honey. You need to listen to me. You need to listen. I'm like, get away from me with that stuff. I don't do that. She's like, I'm telling you who you are. She's like, because I would know stuff. I would feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was my dream.
And it's like,
that was really
the people, like, I know you mentioned your friend, like, I was a little girl around these, women, and they were younger than me back then. These were not old people. These are not old people that we're talking. These are not the elderly people. They're still relatively young women even to this day. So
I just turned 48 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You mean 29? Sorry.
Right, 28. But either way, I remember whenever she was in that age range, So these are, and even her friend, like, I was best friends with her kids.
Yeah.
We all grew up in the same area. So when I say these deaths, like, these are not sickly people. Now, let me just ask you, because I'm curious, do you think that your dream man, do you think that he had some kind of entity attached to him?
That's what I was
He
thinking.
told me.
Yeah.
I had to know, because it was after I started listening to the recordings. Why did I start recording everything? I have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go back after and listen to this stuff. And the stuff that I was listening to was describing what I saw. And I saw several different people in him.
Mm-hmm.
I saw during in relations, his voice would change.
Mm-hmm.
The relations, I would change. Like, you hear me talking in a whole other language. He sounds like a demon. I said, wait a minute. I said, who are you? I'm looking at him. But of course I want him, but I'm looking at him. And he just started growling. And I'm like, his eyes turned like, and I'm not bullcrapping. I bullcrap you not. His eyes turned like a golden brown. And I was like, wait a minute, you don't have to do this. You don't.
Yeah.
And it was like black. Like, what the heck is going on? And I can't tell anybody this. Nobody's going to believe that, but this is stuff that happened. And not only did it happen, it's on recording. I have this stuff. So I have receipts of everything that I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that
Oh my
was
gosh.
pretty. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy.
That's probably one of the craziest
Yeah.
stories
That's
we've
intense.
heard.
Ladies, welcome to Calls from Beyond.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, well, thank everybody for coming. That's the end of the show, I guess.
Thank you. Right. Go ahead.
I've never heard that before.
I don't know. Do I have 2 minutes or 1 minute?
Do we have
We have
more
a lot
people?
of callers, yeah.
We have a lot of callers,
Okay,
but I
okay,
want you to, if
okay,
you
okay.
can, stay around. You can get back in line.
Okay.
Whatever,
you have to know
because
about the haunted house.
I'm
You have to know about
so
the haunted
curious
house. Okay.
because I didn't even know that you had crossed over into the spooky realm until you thought I was
Oh
somebody
my
else.
God.
So,
It's so
stay around for me. Thank you so much, Deshauna.
Okay.
Or not Deshauna.
Okay.
Oh, I called you Deshauna. That's crazy.
Bad.
No,
I know.
Deshauna
I
is
know.
the lady that passed away.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm
Yes.
like, wait a minute, Deshauna.
It's probably just because it's
Wait
fresh
a
in your
minute.
head.
I had a dream. That I went to my funeral, but this is before she died. I said, Deshaun, I'm scared. She says, Raja, don't be scared. You're not dying. She says, the old you is dying. She says, you're about to be a brand new person.
Oh,
And
my
I'm
God.
thinking of that her funeral. So when she died, she came to me. I've never experienced that. She was laying in my arms, and she said, it's going to be, I said, what? She said, be all right. I said, I don't hear you. She said, it's going to be all right, Raja.
Yeah.
And then she left.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Get back in line, please.
Yeah, we'll have to,
Please,
definitely swing
please.
around.
That brought me
All right.
goosebumps.
I'll do it
Yeah.
again. I'll do
Thank
it
you
again.
so
Thank
much.
you. All right.
Yes.
I'll
like,
get back in line.
Start off
Yes.
with a bang.
Bye-bye.
Ladies,
Yeah.
welcome to
welcome
Calls
to
from
Calls
Beyond.
from Beyond.
I've never heard
Stuff
that
we
before.
hear.
That's wild.
Because when I tell you, when I heard that the lady she's talking about passed, and I was shocked. Like, what? They're young women. So, I don't know. I'm going to link up with her because the fact that I even called her Deshauna disturbs my spirit a little bit.
Well, Luminary Luna said, oh, well, she's with y'all listening. That's why you called her name out loud.
Okay.
That makes some sense.
And that could be it because that is crazy. But the things that she's saying sounded like possession.
Yeah, attachments,
Yes.
maybe
Yes.
some mental illness too.
Yes. And then a lot of people, because I always
wild.
tell people, be careful who you guys have relations with because there's a difference between having really, really rough, spicy time, really, really fancy spot. Some of them people be just like possessed. And some of them be incubus, some of them be succubus.
That's what I was about to say,
Yes,
succubus,
they are literally, they have that spirit on them. And it's like she said she had to do the voice just to like keep from
Sanity.
to be safe because she's like, I gotta play along with this man because he didn't kill a bunch of people. Child, okay. What's the next super chat? Or is it a cash app?
I think we have another. We have a few cash apps that came through, but I know we have a second caller, and I think it's 4238 George. 4238. That was what a way to start the show.
She said she wanted to call in. I didn't think she was gonna have no heat like that. Like,
Listen, I still got goosebumps right now.
yeah.
No,
Very-
often she has a haunted house for you. Being go to her house, the haunted house she's talking
I
about.
know.
That'd be a good show for you.
No, so we've been discussing possibly people volunteering. Oh, I'm sorry. Is somebody in the room? Our bad.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
No, you
Can you hear me?
okay? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. There we go. Thank you for calling and being so patient while we chatted.
No, you're okay. You're okay. But this was an update. I don't know. I know you all hear a lot of stories, but this was an update before you all had stopped the show of a call in I did that y'all kind of convinced me to Google the area of the dream I had saw.
I'm
And
sorry,
I just
remember,
wanted
yeah.
to update
Was this
y'all
in like
on what
March?
happened.
Yeah, well, did you call in like kind of the beginning of
Yeah.
March?
Yeah.
Wait, just
So
remind us.
basically,
Just remind me just real quick.
Yeah, just a recap. Like I'm a fashion designer, by the way. If you need a custom Halloween costume, because I'm doing a lot of them this year.
Okay.
Okay, please email
But,
me because it's some custom something. I'm gonna find somewhere to go. So please email me, please.
Yes, most definitely. But basically, I'm a designer, and I was going to a rehearsal at this place called the Costume Ballroom. This is St. Louis. And that same night, I had a dream in the area, and it was like I was remote viewing a younger woman.
Mhm.
And I guess this man was trying to talk to her. They had went out to lunch, met up there, And when she was trying to leave, he started chasing her.
Yes.
And then the end of the dream, the end of the dream was that he or she woke up in the hospital. It's like she had blacked out what happened. I finally looked up that area. Yeah, I finally looked up the area on Google, and it was like 5 minutes away. A young lady that year did pass away in the alley, and the man had actually shot her in the face.
Oh my gosh.
And the story was so accurate. As I was reading it, the story was so accurate to what the dream was. Like, it was so scary to me because I felt like maybe her spirit or something had reached out to me or attached to me while I was there that night. And then I don't know. She said she was later pronounced dead at the hospital, but she was alive for a little bit. And I'm like, it lined up specifically with what I was dreaming.
Wow.
Besides the part where she blacked out of what happened.
Wow. See, this is what I mean.
And then also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. All I was going to say was I feel like a lot of people be mediums and don't know it or like sensitive because what are the odds you go to a theater or wherever this was and something like that happened and then you accidentally dream it? Like, what is
coincidence? I think not.
It was a solved murder.
And then
right?
also a young lady that was actually in the show later on passed away from gunfire in the alley. So I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm attached to with the alley, and she lived around there as well. So I don't know if that was predicting that, or was I sensitive to the spirit of what the other girl it happened to.
So it was two separate events, but that you were running in an alley.
It was the one I Googled, and then the one a young lady that was actually in the show, that I talked to and finished the show out and everything, like 6 months later passed away from gunfire in the alley, also around that location. So maybe it's something going around in that location. I don't know.
And where was this?
New Orleans, I think.
This is in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, St. Louis is a portal,
Which
so
you need to do an episode on because there's so much scary stuff happening down here.
Yeah, it's very, very, anywhere down south, Midwest.
So much energy.
It's so, even, to be honest, everywhere. There's a portal
anywhere
everywhere.
in the U.S. I feel like there's just so much tainted blood land that it's just it's too much. Too much.
Yes, that is insane. Thank you for updating me.
Yes,
because
we're glad you updated us.
Yeah, because I remember we told you to Google it and see what it was. So even though this was like 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
A week later. It was a week later I Googled it, and then when I tried to call the show again, you all had took that break. I was like, oh my God, I don't got nobody to tell me.
Oh, no. Glad you got to tell it.
Right. I'm so glad that you remembered to call back in and let us know because, I was waiting to see. It's a couple of stories that I was waiting on an update on, and
that's fascinating.
It is.
It's like they're coming to her to tell her something or to show her something, but it's weird. Their murders are already solved, but they're still showing.
Showing it.
So maybe you can work with the police or something and help people solve unresolved murders.
Maybe it's like that stone tape theory we talked about, where it's just the energy's coded there.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm scary. I don't know what.
That's valid.
Right.
It's true.
I get it because I tell y'all every week, even though I'm in this spooky line of work, I'm still human. I'm scared. I'm a scaredy cat.
You can go to like a mediumship school.
Like I know I'm a dreamer and a daydreamer.
Hold on, I want to touch on that.
That's how I visualize stuff, but it sometimes scares me the stuff I see. So maybe I should just practice not being scared and looking into it.
You should go to a mediumship school and they can teach you how to turn it on and off.
Yes, I've been telling y'all. See, I heard it from a psychic. There's a such thing as a medium school.
Go to a good one. Don't go to anyone you find off Google. Go to a legit one. I forgot what that famous medium is.
Too, like to reach out to other people because there's a lot of people out there that.
John Edwards, I think he has a mediumship school.
Really?
Yeah, I think he does.
John
Edwards.
Right, I was about to say.
He's like one of the most famous mediums. I think.
Because this is the thing. We listen to all of you guys' calls. But a lot of y'all be mediums and or just super sensitive, and a lot of you.
No workshop scheduled at this time with John Edwards.
Oh,
maybe you sign up.
A lot of you guys don't know how to turn it on and off. And I tell y'all, usually I tell you go get a reading from Trinity Oracles because I don't be knowing like I don't have that issue, even though I would love to attend a mediumship class or whatever because we all have gifts. God gave us those. So if when I say like every week some of you guys are mediums, this is the type of resource that you guys could really take advantage of. You know, instead of being afraid, knowing when to turn it off, turn it on. You know. So, but thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. We're glad you were able to call in and tell the story.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You as well. Wow. I'm remembering now the call. Yeah,
I remember that call.
That's crazy. Like, I'm so thankful that we still have the show and people like we have like lore now that we have to like keep. Like, we might have to have a document that just has like, remember this,
remember
this because this was crazy. Remember this, because there were stories from like the beginning that like I want to hear from that lady again who said that there was like screaming.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
I swear.
think we scared
at
her
our old
away.
studio. That's what prompted us to do the investigation.
Yes, I think we
had
scared
a lady.
her away.
We had a lady in the chat say, "There's people behind you screaming right now," and we were in the studio and it was just George, Noah, Mr. Fresh, and myself, and that's what. Kind of because Noah first was telling me she's awesome. The energy's off. Why are you bringing me here? And I was like, I'm sorry, I ain't got nowhere else.
Like,
and then this lady said that, and we're like, wait, are you for real? And she's like, yes, I hear them right now. Like I had to turn it off.
She said she had to take a break from her show for like a week, and then she came back and she was like, "It's something y'all studio ain't right." Because you gotta remember, this is native land, it's mob land.
And we had a lot of like interesting and somewhat like even a lot of low. George, you could attest. Like a lot of low vibrational people would come into that studio.
Yeah,
so much energy. Hundreds of people a week on like a slow week.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It was very. And then they would bring in props.
Oh, Nicolette, the mirrors. Yeah, and then apparently there because it was a boxing gym. The whole left side of the studio, the entire building used to be a mirror.
Which
and they probably just smashed it and then cleaned it out. They probably didn't just
but you know, for us, we believe two mirrors should never be facing each other, and there was several mirrors facing each other.
I never heard that before.
Really?
Why?
Because it opens up portals.
It creates like a feedback loop almost, right?
It's very weird, and it's so funny because this is what spiritualism looks like because. Even though we're all some form of spiritualists, we all have different practices, and it's so amazing. Like she taught me like about setting boundaries during readings yesterday, and then like she's teaching me, or I've taught her about the things that I do. Like when I was talking about how we cleanse, you're like, y'all do all of that. I'm like, I'm not every time.
I'm the baby spiritualist. I just sage and go, please.
So basically, they say if you two mirrors pointed towards each other is a bad omen because you are opening up different portals. Some people use mirrors for magic and they're that powerful. Also, never sleeping in front of a mirror, like that's a big no-no as well.
Yeah, I've been doing that for years.
But it's different because well, I don't know if it's different for you because you are a psychic. You know, do you consider yourself a psychic medium or just a psychic?
Psychic, but I do mediumship on accident most. Like 99% of it's on accident, and I'll be describing the person like, "Oh, that's my such," and I'm like, "Oh,
no, right, oh,
yeah,
okay." So that's
it depends on what I eat.
Oh, really?
Red meat makes you more psychic.
Well,
because
seriously?
it's grounding. You eat red meat before you do a reading, you'll be on fire.
What?
So should I eat steak
I
before I go do my host?
Hey,
before I go do my hosting thing?
No, you should. Because it's full of B12 and it grounds you to the earth.
Yes.
And protein, and it's probably better for me than Taco Bell.
Yes, it probably would
that
be.
Crunchy gordita.
Please sponsor us, Taco Bell.
And that's crazy because, like I said, it's all different types of spiritual paths. One thing is not the same. Like I practice a lot of ATR types of practices, whereas you guys are just like,
don't do anything.
Yeah. Like they told me to work with a shaman and I was like, okay. And I'm thinking in my head, wait, where do I find a shaman? I know they're not just on Google.
Fiverr.
You know, but now Fiverr, right?
Nope, they probably are, but you probably shouldn't go
No, no,
there.
no. But
they might
now-
be legit though. You never know.
Well, there's an actual legit website.
For shamans.
When you get certified, and then it's
Shaman
I
website.
forgot what it's called, but
Shaman.
Shamanism, explore, learn, discover. Shamanism.com.
and you could go by state, so you could probably find one in
shaman
Vegas.
dot
Yeah.
Shaman,
It'll tell you people
shamandating.com.
who- Yeah.
No, it's
Welcome
like
to the
I'm
shaman
gonna look. I'm gonna look it
Wait
up.
a minute.
Yeah.
Wait
But
a
all
goddamn
those people
minute.
on there are legit. Like
Yeah.
they get trained by like this one who's a super good shaman, and they're legit. Like
Yes.
we send a lot of people to them.
Well, I was recommended to go see one, so now I'm like, I don't in my path. Like when I say, "Oh, I need a babalao," I go to someone and be like, "Do you know someone that you recommend?"
Yeah.
Because if you Google, I mean, they're not really on Google like that unless you live in like Atlanta or Florida.
Somewhere where it's like common and
You gotta
people
go
are
to
more
You gotta
open
go
to
to
it.
Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, you wouldn't. They have them here too, but
Oh.
they're not on Google. It's like you gotta find, you have to seek them, and I feel like with the shaman thing, it's the same thing. Like you have to go out and like find them. They're just not readily available.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but
I
it
think
looks
it
like we
depends on
got.
your belief systems too. Like if you believe you have to like do all this stuff before you do a reading or after your reading, you kind of trap yourself.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
we'll get nervous. Like I didn't do all this stuff. How the reading, a demon's gonna attach to me. It's like
Yeah.
you believe that.
Right. You're
inviting it.
manifesting it, sis. You know. So.
Yeah, and people get nervous and stuff like that. It's like,
So
chill out.
after my readings, I just smoke cleanse and I ring a ancestor bell and tell them like, can you please escort whoever's people up out of here? It's not that
It's
type
true.
of party. I just came here to dance, okay? And we're done dancing, so now you gotta go.
1, 2 step.
But yeah, so it's just spiritual practices all look different, and that's why on, my channel, whenever I talk about spirituality, it's not just cookie cutter. It doesn't look the same. That's why some of my people are Christians, some of them are Catholic, some of them are Jewish. It's just a big melting pot, and I love everybody. So
It's good.
yeah, for sure. So George, also, do we have another super chat?
We definitely do. Let me see here. So we have 1297. They sent in a cash app of $10. So thank you very much. Yep. My bad. Yep. When we call on you, make sure you press *6 to unmute. When we call out the last 4 of your phone number, that way you will unmute and we can hear you in the call. Oh, hello. You are in.
Oh my gosh.
You made it. Hello.
Hey.
I love all of you guys. I watch your freaking show like every freaking Tuesday.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
And I was so sad when you went off the air. Oh my gosh. I'm fangirling right now. I'm sorry.
No, you're
It's
fine.
okay.
Thank you so much for staying loyal and coming back because we were like, it was abrupt and y'all was mad at us. So thank you for coming back.
Okay, I just got a quick story. Like, I don't want to waste too much time, but it was a dream that I had. It was like in the beginning of this year. So basically, like, I'm trying to get more into my spiritual journey and stuff like that. So I literally had a dream that I was like stuck in some type of forest type, like I was in the forest and my car was literally, I feel like my car be my spirit guide sometimes because like every time I'm dreaming, my safe space is my car. So my car was literally with me and I was outside of my car and my car headlights was like lighting up the view so I can see. And it was like a whole bunch of trees. It was like a little hut house in the forest. And it was like, I don't know. It was like, I don't want to say like witches, I don't know, witches or something. They were like speeding past me and stuff like that. Like I was just seeing them like zoom past me. And I was just like, where the fuck am I at? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Where am I at?
No, you're all right.
Where
Listen,
am I at?
this is a 18
I was
and
so
over
scared.
show. No children, including mine, should be in this chat.
Yes, but I was literally like, where am I? So I literally like snapped to the door and like it was like 2 people that had opened the door. They looked like really, really rough and like the 1800s, like white people, and it was like they looked like old hags, and she had like a lantern, and it was like one girl creeping behind her, and I was like, what the? I was so scared, and then like I had like magically ended up in my car. I was driving at this point. So then I'm like, I drove to this one scene, and it was just like a whole bunch of cars. I mean, a whole bunch of hands like digging into my car, into the roof. And I'm just looking around, and it was just like a whole bunch of crowds of people like surrounding my car. And I look in the back, it was two little boys, and I'm like, who are these little boys? And then like in my passenger seat, it was my sister. And then like I just put my head down at that point because I didn't know what to do. I was so scared, like it was hands and stuff reaching for me and stuff like that. So I covered my eyes, and when I like peeked through my eyes, like it was this man in the distance, but I could still see like commotions. It was like this still man in the distance, and he like had like a short gray afro with some gray mustache, and he was like big, and like he like hopped into my car, and I literally reached out for him. When I reached out for him, like I felt like wholeness in my heart. Like it was like, I don't know, like a fireball just went out. Like I felt so safe and protected. Like, and then once I felt like that, like I literally just woke up. I woke up like I wasn't just dreaming. Yeah.
That is crazy. Now, one of you are a dream interpreter. I'm like, what? Listen,
We have an expert here.
we actually, because I tell you all the time, I'm not a dream interpreter, but that sounds scary. I mean, of course, don't read, don't channel, but just hearing it, knowing that what you know, what does that even sound like?
You definitely need to take more direction in your life. Like you don't just get into a car, it doesn't drive by itself. You have to actually drive it. So it seems more of you taking more control of your spiritual side, and the hands coming in and all the people surrounding your car. It's almost like you have so much like people stuff on you from this lifetime and past lives. You just need to protect yourself better instead of letting people kind of grab at you and take over.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then the fact that you said that you felt a warmness and you felt safe whenever you saw the guy with the short afro, it kind of seems like spirit guide-ish, ancestor-ish to me, just because they know whenever we feel a little afraid. I feel like, you know, so they know to, and then you woke up, which is extra crazy. Oh, well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you calling.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye. You're welcome.
All right, before we go to the next caller, y'all, I just want to make sure that everybody knows. So right now, we are streaming on multiple platforms. We only do the show on the Calls From Beyond platform. So if you haven't liked, follow, subscribe, make sure you guys go on over to Calls From Beyond so you can keep on getting the content. It is available on Noah's platform right now, but it won't be there every week.
Yes.
So if you want to keep on tuning in,
make sure you please, it's linked right in the title. Please make sure that you are subscribed to Calls From Beyond.
And if you're watching Calls From Beyond and you're not subscribed to Noah,
what are we doing?
What are we
Are we
doing?
really even friends? Are we friends
That's
at
also
that
linked
point?
in the title.
I mean, that goes hand in hand with Truly Bizarre as well. So
yes.
it's like, I mean, you know, we got a lot of content out here between all of us, y'all.
Yes.
You know, Pin and Pool podcast, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, George's brother was out serving pancakes this last weekend.
Yep.
Hey.
Yep. Serving
Pancake is
pancakes.
IHOP.
Yep. And then we have Trinity Oracle, who
Which we've been Mari's been really good posting your guys' YouTube in the chat.
Yes. So we've been doing all
Lauren
of that.
posted it too.
Yes.
Yes. So Lauren posted it. Mari, we appreciate you ladies for holding it down while we're listening in. But I think we may actually we want to take a short break and take it from the middle of the ghost hunt that we didn't show them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you guys left off, but we can show the rest of the...
So we need to do a potty break, you guys. We have about an hour left. Actually, less than that. Let's just take a quick 2-minute break. We're going to replay the ghost hunt that we did, but we're going to start from I think 10 minutes is where we left off last week. Okay, we got it saved. So don't leave. Stay right here. We will be right back. Don't leave, y'all.
Interesting.
Let me know what you guys see that maybe we didn't see.
Yes, please. Right back.
Gracias.
Caused this, as the cameras now work perfectly fine. However, there was an image of what we believe to be an entity that was not there previously.
So like when you guys first started, I don't know if you can see that right there, but
Yeah,
it
the
looks
boxes.
like it looks like a figure. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
a
face,
face.
and then reaching out like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, look, I took a screenshot of it earlier. But
Yes, that's definitely a face.
Whoa!
Wait.
What?
Do it again. Fuck is that? What?
Whoa. Hold on, back,
Hold
back.
on.
Right there.
What?
What is that?
What?
What is?
Like eyes.
Yeah.
No, zoom out. You can
And
see
that's like its arm?
clear
Arm.
as day.
This haunting image may potentially be waiting for us in Studio C. It's like above that.
It's nothing there.
Here,
Go for Franny.
there you go.
I'm gonna reach my hand up. I'm right at the spot where the face is. Can you let me know if my hand is near where you think that face is? Okay, I'm reaching my arm up now. I'm not that tall. I'm touching the middle of this box right here. There is a plush figure here with a face. Is that near where you saw it, or is it more to my left?
Oh, it's more to your left, and it looks like
What's that?
Something's there.
We just, sorry, not to cut you off.
The REM pod just went off.
Yeah, the REM pod just went off.
Whoever's here, can you touch that antenna that's sticking up from that red box?
Whenever I began to go into the back of Studio C, the REM pod would begin to go off almost as though the entity didn't like my presence there. I'm still very caught up on that figure we saw.
Yeah.
So Franny, is that figure there now?
it's still there.
So there's two boxes here. There's this clear one that I'm touching, and then there's this black one.
Hey, there it goes. There it goes.
You're doing it.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
It does not want us to debunk that. Whatever that is back there, it doesn't want us back. It doesn't want them back there.
I almost wonder if it's every time I go over there. Every time I'm over there, it goes off.
Then do it again. Is Austin in your space?
Austin, I think every time you mess with that area where that person is, this goes off.
Yeah.
Both times it's gone off, you were back
I'm
there.
here right now. I'm doing the exact same movements.
Do you know like where Austin's at? Is he in your space?
So I'm gonna try to.
It's going off.
It's doing it again.
Hey, Austin, can you ask if it's attached to something like one of the props inside one of the boxes, perhaps?
Sure, I'll ask that now.
Whoa!
He's saying yes.
Oh, yes!
Okay, now which one?
Wow, which one?
Right. I say.
Oh,
Whoa!
You felt that?
I got so many chills right now.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
For the first time on any investigation, our director of photography, Travis, experiences something paranormal. Did you
Wow.
guys, I know we're kind of out of frame, but did you see anything move on the camera, Franny?
Oh!
No, I didn't.
It's going off again.
So you're attached to something that somebody brought in here. There's a prop. Yeah.
Wow.
There's some energy somebody brought in this room in these boxes.
Ooh.
Really?
That's a temperature drop.
Really? This is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm like, what?
Wow.
What's going on?
Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm not crazy, guys out there. I mean, you can hear Travis's cam, right? You can see this going on.
Yep. Look at this. Light show. Loving it, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What?
I'm going to start touching boxes. I want you to touch that when I'm touching the one that you're attached to, okay? All right, here we go. Here's the next box.
What box are you attached to?
Here's the next box.
Give us a light show.
Here's the next box.
He's getting close, isn't he?
All right, here's the next box.
There Here it is.
That's the box. Whatever
That's
you
it.
just touched
What is it?
All right, pulling the box out.
I need to reaffirm that it's not.
Okay, we're gonna start going through this box, okay? With no luck of finding the problem item, Brian decides to spend some time alone in Studio C.
Okay. Okay. So, I heard you. It's just you and me. I've always said that I didn't feel anything back here. I didn't feel anything when I came in here, other than being safe. But maybe at night, this is your space. Ah. Is this your space at night? Oh, wow. I'm sitting next to a Ouija board. Are you attached to that? I don't even want to touch it. Are you attached to this right here, right next to me?
Brian.
Yes?
Hey, I am so sorry. I just realized that the Ouija board is right next to you.
Brian decides that it may be beneficial to bring Noah in.
We're both in here. To be honest with you, when I was in here, I came in, I felt energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like it went away.
Yeah, it's super thick in here.
I wasn't scared, and I was sitting right next to the Ouija board.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even just curious.
Yeah, I think it's someone definitely wants to communicate.
What's wild is the REM pod was going off when we left the room.
Yes, by itself.
By itself.
No other devices near. We took everything out.
Are you in here with us? You can use the water, use the crystal.
It's right here. Take energy from the water and crystal to communicate. Have we kind of figured out that it's connected to something in here?
I think so. I mean, look at it.
I'm gonna still stay back here, but I feel like they're putting this wall up because it was clearly going off, and they're like, whatever's back here, let me just ask really quick. Spirit, ancestors, whatever is back here, is it light? Kinda. Is Christian back here? Yes. Is something else that isn't as high vibrational as Christian here? Yes. Is it angry? Yes. Does it want us to leave? Ancestor spirit guides, if it wants us to leave it, please let us know over here.
With the activity seeming to die down, we then move our investigation to the green room. Okay, we are here now in the green room or the glass room. I know that the Michael Jackson statue gives some people an uneasy feeling, so I want to see if that's actually happening. Is there any presence that is in this room right here? Are you attached to the Michael Jackson statue?
Rent a furnished private room with utilities and Wi-Fi for less than $135 a week with Pad Split.
I'm wondering what's causing that.
Is it a temperature drop?
I think that's the temperature drop. It's getting like louder though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Travis, is there anything electric back there that might be sending a signal?
Right there? No.
Okay. Okay, I'm turning the spirit box on again. This is a device you can use to communicate with us. Are you here in the room with us right now?
That was a hello, right?
No, it was like a couple of words together.
Yeah.
It sounded like definitely his man's voice.
I feel like the energy we're getting in here is not. I don't feel like it's directly in here.
No. It's next door.
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear that?
This has been going off the whole time too.
Yeah.
Are you in here? We don't think you're in here. We think you're in another room. Is that true? What's going off in the corner? Are you in here with us? What's your name? What was that? Hope?
I heard hope.
That's going
louder.
bonkers.
It's going nuts. This got louder, faster. This is going crazy. Woo, you're showing us here, huh?
If your name is Hope, can you please make this go all the way up to the orange?
Look at that.
Is your name Hope? Or is your name Rose? If your name is Rose, use the water and the crystal to make these lights go all the way up to the orange.
Wow.
Her name is Rose.
This energy has gone crazy.
And the reason why I asked is because that sounds like my grandmother.
Really?
Wait, what was that?
Whenever, yes.
Oh, is your grandma here?
Is this my grandmother?
Oh,
Is this one of my ancestors?
It stopped.
That stopped.
Okay,
That's
so
here.
Is it not Noah's grandmother?
Is this Mama Rose? Mama Rose, if this is you, make this go off to the orange and make that. Okay, all right.
Okay, that was the orange.
Mama Rose.
Look at that.
I think I'm gonna let her trouble.
You're in trouble? Why is that?
Because I don't know.
By the way, this got faster.
It did get faster.
The energy. I'm not.
That's something that like is not portrayed well in there.
Faster, just like all three things. Like this, the energy. Energy.
That's something that's not.
I haven't seen this part of
It's all.
Yeah, this is something that's not portrayed
It's
well,
like
but like
coming
the
out of
energy
rain.
picked up
Look
in
it.
the room
This
really
is
quickly.
crazy. You can feel it. This is getting louder. It got faster.
Wait, that's the sound you guys were hearing there?
Yeah, that's the spirit box.
Yeah,
Because it's scanning through radio
It's
frequencies.
like it
super
came in
quickly.
here. Yes, it's more than one.
We acknowledge you.
Yes.
We feel you.
It's going crazy in the corner.
Michael, it's probably Michael Jackson.
No?
Yes.
Well, no,
It's probably Michael.
Scared of it.
yeah, George was terrified of it.
Do you guys want us to stop?
100%. 100%.
And that's the part where I was like, all right, you wrapping it up, right?
Stepping out.
Yeah, are we done?
No, I'm just wondering because it's odd. Like as soon as I said Rose, or like you probably said Hope, I said no. I know that voice.
After the whirlwind of activity that we got, Noah wanted to spend some time alone in the green room.
And you didn't you like willingly? You were like, I actually.
No, I was nervous. I was like,
Everybody was nervous.
But Travis is in there with me.
Yeah, Travis is in there with her.
Did you know you might get a big cash payout?
Don't skip. No, I'm just
car
kidding.
accident
You can skip.
last year?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
like.
Oh, okay.
Is Christian still here?
Christian's my friend.
Okay, hey buddy. That was a clear yes. Okay, is there anything here that I should be afraid of or weary of? Yes, okay.
Damn, whoever edited this is a god.
I know. It's almost like his name is Austin space. Will the energy feel different? Who is that making the box go off? What is your name?
I was sweating like a hooker in church. I was ready to go, baby. I said, now y'all done left me in here with the semi-non-believer, and I'm scared.
Can you set the box off for me if this is someone that I brought into this space?
And it's going. You can see that the light's now blinking, so it's going. Yeah, I put REM pod goes off. So that REM pod is the same thing as this, except for it has an antenna. And you have to be really close to it, and it'll start beeping when something's next to it.
I know it's a lot of energy, but if you touch the antenna,
it also has a temperature meter, too.
It'll make all the lights go off.
I can't believe I did that. Lord.
Would it be okay for me to go into the next room with the guys to investigate?
That thing never
Let's go out so we can regroup. But I definitely think I brought this, whatever energy that I'm communicating with now, I think I brought here.
As we were changing batteries on our other
here's the
camera,
bathroom that I was
Brian
telling you
and
guys
Travis
about.
went into the studio to start setting up some equipment in Studio B when this occurred.
We're gonna put this in Studio B. I need to make sure this video tab works here. Is there somebody at the bathroom right now?
Light's on now, and the door slowly moves.
Can you hear it?
The REM pod was Brian was holding it.
Open.
But
Oh, okay. But mind you guys, we taped the sensors.
We did tape
the
the
sensors
sensors.
so
And
this
the
would
light
not
turned on.
happen.
Right when you passed.
Whoa.
This is when I started getting scared.
Yeah, and this was towards the end of the night.
All right.
Yeah, this was
So
like the
that has
witching
a
hour.
motion detector on the inside. Nobody's in there, and it opened up.
Let's
It
go
freaked
see.
open.
Come on.
Wait.
So great.
Somebody in your chat said,
might have
"No,
been
I'm sorry to
my
deal with
IR.
such morons." Who are the morons? Me?
I don't know. Hold on, because I don't know. Am I chat or yours?
Okay.
Your chat.
That's a heavy door. This is a heavy door.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how that
It's a
happened.
unicorn.
That door doesn't stay open like that.
Okay.
That was.
Can you open that door again?
Also, we started getting audio interference on the camera. You can hear that like clicking.
Like, the door opened and the light
the light
turned on.
came on.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you watch the footage again carefully, you can see that the light is not on when Travis walks by the door. With night running out, we decided to do one last spirit box session in Studio B.
It's currently
Yes,
witching
unicorn.
hour.
That's me right there in the video.
This is the room that actually all three of us use. You and I do our show in
This
here.
is where we did our
so
show. This is the room we used to do
is
it
the
in.
room that we all do our show in. Now, granted, I sometimes do my show in A,
And
but
you
I
can
feel
hear
like this is a
the
strong point to
audio
end off
interference
on
again.
because we are in this room so much, and this is where we had our first tarot reading.
Yes.
With you, myself, and Franny. George is in this room with us
Where you
every
made
time,
Franny
and so I
cry,
feel
by
like
the
right
way.
now is like the
sorry,
prime
Franny.
opportunity. I don't invite, but I would like to see if anything that is
See
here
the wordage I
could
use there? I said I
come
don't invite.
and, I saw
I'm just gonna
something.
see.
George,
No,
That's
I,
good,
I,
though.
I
Stay
was
over
ready.
here.
I was ready to go, y'all. I said, they turn on
We have
lights
the
now,
EMF
opening
detector here in
doors.
the REM pod. I'm going to turn on the spirit box. I want to see if we can communicate with you. Is there anybody in here with us right now? We have this device here for you to communicate with us.
Is that a hey?
Yeah.
Hello, we can hear you if that is you. I put it out there now you're getting real interference.
For you to draw power from. Do you not want to talk to us in here?
You were giving me the look.
The black people look like it's time to go, buddy. It's time to wrap this up.
Well, you'll see. We wrapped it up real quickly.
No, because it was telling us.
Christian, should we move this session to a different part of the studio?
Yeah. Did you feel it was really your friend though? Like you felt his essence?
The way he responded.
That's good.
Yeah, last week we watched the first part on the break.
I don't. I'm turning the volume.
Yeah. And he clearly said my name and it's Thursday. Do we need to be done with this? I think all the time it is.
Oh yeah, we're switching hour at this point.
He said get out.
Do you want us to stop? Like, should we stop? Would it be in our best interest to stop?
Maybe. I heard. I'm still hearing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard a maybe too.
Should we start cleansing now? Yeah.
Wow, I heard that.
Yep.
You ain't got to tell me.
Yeah.
And we wrapped it, and off cam, and like I didn't even put it, but George goes, "God, I don't think we need to fucking ask again."
Yeah, no, seriously, because he was like, I don't know, in that
All right.
room.
Well, I want to say thank you for allowing
It felt
us
like there was no like air.
to
Yeah.
It felt like
observe you,
suffocating.
your presence.
And I even said out
Our
loud, like,
presence is
you got to remember what time
tonight.
it is. Like,
Yep.
When it came time to
It's time to go.
investigate the very studio we all worked at, I never anticipated the activity we would get. I am still
here you
in
go.
shock of the thought of contacting my friend who had passed on. Noah was able to bless our studio and provide us with a safer spiritual environment.
so in order for this to successfully
The little
like
cauldron.
work, yeah, my little baby
From the
cauldron.
Black
I've never
Cauldron.
seen it that small before.
We need to limit what you bring in here, okay? Because some of them spirits was yours, and then some of them were not.
Right.
And that's
And
what we
whatever was causing that energy did not
As you
leave because
continue
we
on
ain't
to
there no
other
more.
investigations, I feel this one will have the most impact on me.
Yeah, that was. Listen.
I think it'd be good if you guys go to people's houses. Like,
I think,
that'd be so
we
good.
talked about it. We tossed the idea of it's a lot of people that call us that their houses are haunted.
They're like, come to my house.
And I'm like, how can we make that? Like, do you understand an indie ghost hunting YouTube video? Like, I don't know if people do that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
There's a huge
it's
community. I do it.
Yes, but I don't think they're like the followers, the people that follow them.
No, I don't think they do. They just go to like.
Yeah, like a random house that's haunted. But if I know someone that invites me to ghost hunt their house, I don't know. Can we make that happen?
I think
Yeah,
that'd be great.
the only problem with it is just like the cost, just because it's a lot of like. Granted, the last investigation we did, the one after that one, it was George, myself, and one other person that ran production. Really, it was George. George held it down on production. But it's a lot of equipment. It
That's
takes a
what
lot
I'm worried about.
It takes a lot of time. I mean, if it was like they lived in like San Diego or LA or something, we could drive there. Then it wouldn't be a problem because everything would fit in the trunk.
Yeah,
we could take like 2 cars and then get a couple hotel rooms, and it wouldn't be that expensive.
Yeah.
But that's the main problem. And also, like the problem is like a lot of creepy places. Some of them don't want that.
No, they don't.
They don't want that
Because
energy.
then people won't come.
Yeah, it might hurt business. Yeah, that is totally different because then it's somebody asking us to come in. See, somebody's already saying we need to investigate their house in Boston. I would love to, but Boston is far as fuck.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know. Would you guys crowdfund that for the content, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we would definitely be willing, like, and if there's no obligation for anybody to have to crowdfund that. I mean, obviously, we try to do this for a living and try to, make it happen. But it is something where if you guys want to crowdfund us going somewhere, we will absolutely go there.
Yeah.
We'll come up with perks for people who donate.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But I mean, for the meantime, I'm working on a few right now. One in Arizona, a few here. I'm really trying, guys. It's really tough trying to get in places because some of them want you to pay to like rent out the entire space, and it's expensive.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Can George say Mickey Mouse in the accent again? What are they talking about? Last week. Yeah, because we were like,
because I was at Disney.
At Disneyland, and they're like, well, where's Austin? I'm like, he's at a portal. Cause
yeah.
And so he did a little Mickey Mouse. He doesn't have a mic today, y'all. So it's hard. He's been like jumping to use the mic over here. So maybe next week, but it was hilarious. I got to go back and watch that.
So I know we have.
If you're a real one, tell them to clip it.
Oh yeah, clip it.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Yeah, clip
Definitely
it.
post it.
Oh, that would be dope to add it. Can you add sounds into the sound thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Let's do that. Let's clip it and add it as a sound.
Mouse. I know it was something like no. Or did you say it like Mickey?
No, he said it. He sounded like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mickey Mouse. Wow.
So
hey, what happening?
Yes, and I know you guys probably have no idea why that's a thing. Like I made a video that Disneyland is a portal because of all the deaths.
I was a little ignorant in the chat last week before the show started. I said, "Yo, I'm here. Where the tunnels
I
at?"
saw that video, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw it. Yeah, it's wild.
It literally is so many quote unquote portals, which are just really spiritually active kind of things. But
all I know is they take all my money.
The Disneyland?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Kids are
though.
expensive. Don't have them.
Yeah.
Hot dogs like $20.
Yeah.
Not quite that bad.
I'm
But
not being sarcastic.
15.
Yeah, but they are.
Yeah.
15, 20 is the same
I think
thing
it's
to
like
me.
13 to 15, and you're like, ow.
Yeah. Yep.
We went to Disney World. We're actually shocked the food actually was reasonably priced.
Yes.
Like you can get a whole meal for like $11, $12.
Okay.
Where?
At Disney World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
That's
you get a
because
whole
they already
meal
know
for
you
12,
dropped 10
11.
grand to get
But
there.
you can bring a cooler in there, can't you?
You can bring your own food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Well, I had snacks. We had snacks on deck because the little man he didn't get enough.
Yeah, he's not having it.
We do have one more Cash App that did send in for the call on George, and that is 3057. So 3057, press *6 to unmute. Want to make sure we get to your call since you were so nice to send in a Cash App. We really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, 3057, we'll save that for next time. See if we can get you in the next one unless you come back.
I'm looking.
But I know you wanted to, when we were on the break, you kind of wanted to hint at that special episode we recorded yesterday that is going to be up on the podcast platform and should be up on YouTube by the end of the week, along with our members only video.
Yes.
But to preface, because I know you're going to get into it, it's going to be up for members only at the end of the week and for about a week or so, and then we're going to release it to the public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we were having a conversation yesterday regarding ancestors, and we talk a lot about ancestors and spirit guides and different things like that. And earlier I made the comment like spirituality looks so different for each person. And I always knew there was an ancestral realm. But I was surprised as to what you ladies told me the ancestral realm is. So can you just kind of touch on it? Like what happens when we die and we are in this realm? What do they have? What amenities? That sounds like a hotel. It sounds like a hotel, but what amenities do people have whenever they pass?
It's just like here, but it's perfect. And they do have, for example, if you have mental illness, if you're a drug addict, if you had severe trauma, you actually go to like a rehab facility. You go to counseling. And they're trying to raise your consciousness level. What they're trying to do. And then some people actually go straight to the darkness, which isn't a bad spot. It's just like if you're a person who's super sick, they'll put your body in darkness so that your body can heal. And then you go to a different level, and then you get to go really to heaven.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling them I had a relative that I was really close with, and she passed away unexpectedly. And every time I try to channel her, I don't feel her. And I'm like, girl, not only did you have the audacity to die and leave me here, I don't feel you, And so, you ladies were explaining, like if they were sick, they're like recouping.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like being like a coma if you
yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, and because I thought she had reincarnated.
Yeah.
I was like, sis, you got to be like back here. And Jasmine, she kind of like was like, yeah, actually, no. She said that's exactly what it is, and I'm like, okay. I'm gonna leave you alone. You on vacation? I wonder, are you in a? What are we doing? You know, but it's just interesting to hear from someone who can channel ancestors, spirits, spirit guides. We also talked about spirit guides and little other things, but you got to be a member. You have to be a member to get the content, because when I tell you the content was contenting, and I was
It's 2
just
hours.
like, it's 2 hours long. And it is like, it's no picture. It will be in ear. So it's really good for you guys if you work night shift or if you are cleaning the house, tending to the kids, just to listen to. But it was amazing because, like I said, you ladies taught me so much about the afterlife in the spiritual realm and what happens after we go. Because obviously some people are afraid to die.
Exactly.
And I was like, and we talked about this on the channel before.
It's a big fear of mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanatophobia, which is like the fear of the process of dying or dying itself.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about how
Yeah.
like I don't want to, like I enjoy being here. Sure. Like
That's good.
some
Yeah.
days are shit, literally. Like
Yeah.
bills is bills.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree. Bills
Yeah.
are bills. But at the end of the day, like, and like, because I go to therapy and they're like, "Are you suicidal?" And I'm like, "No." Like, do I think about death? Yes. But I don't want to leave. Like,
Yeah.
like that's not
That's good,
that's
though.
not what I'm into. But it's like an anxiety that hits me all day, every day. Like I'm not
Really?
even. Yeah.
But that means you might have also had a traumatic death in a past life.
Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I see? Spirit be spiriting, because I said,
Or you
This
might have died
sounds like-
super. You might have died super young in your last
Yes.
life.
I didn't get to
Yes.
experience anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with me. I'm like, no, I don't like. I want to experience things. Like I
That's
want
good.
Yeah. Past life regression is absolutely a thing. Like we always say, deja vu. I feel like, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like if I say, oh, this looks familiar, I've been here before, but I don't know where I've seen it at.
Yes.
Or whatever the case is, or if I'm dreaming. Last week we talked about whenever, or was it the week before last? Whenever I had a dream, but really I think I was like astral traveling.
I think it was a few weeks ago. Yeah.
And because I was aware, I was like, okay, this is a dream. Where am I in this dream? And I see a woman, and I said, that was me at some point.
Okay.
That was me. And this was the antebellum period. And I got caught eavesdropping, or the woman who I know is me got caught eavesdropping on two white men's conversation, and they whipped her. And I was like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. And we were talking about it last week. Like, I feel like some things you remember from past lives, like, and some fears that we have that we are like, this is so irrational, was not irrational in another life, you know?
Exactly.
So
It was
it's
the
just,
past though, so you can't do
yeah,
anything about it.
yeah. Do you guys do any type of past life regression sessions or
We
anything
don't do
like
regressions. We do past life readings.
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never done a past life regression. It'd probably be interesting.
If,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, so like, what is the difference? Because like I'm new to all
Yeah.
of this. So like, what is a past life regression? What is a past life reading?
It's some past life regression. Someone puts you under, and
Yeah.
they basically tap into your past life and how it's affecting you in this
You
life.
can see
it's
it
like a
like-
subconscious.
Yeah,
you
And
can
on my
see it.
on my
Yeah.
end, just for example. Okay.
And then some things like issues that you're having in this life, you most likely you could have had in your past life, and they actually some people can actually unblock it so that you can actually free yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So
fast-
it's like you get over the anxiety and
Yes, or
Okay.
the blocks and whatever, and then the past life just you just keep reincarnating, living different lives, and having a good time. Hopefully,
hopefully.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
we were talking about everything on the members channel about reincarnation. We was all the conversation just
It kind of
was
went
so
everywhere,
deep.
but that's the point, though.
It was we talked
It's
about
true.
the mythical creatures and
I asked if you guys had a Bigfoot sighting, and you guys said no, but we wish.
I
Yeah.
want to.
one day.
I've only seen UFOs several times, and those, like I said, those are wild.
I really
yeah,
want to see a dragon one day.
yes,
That's a goal for me.
yeah.
Have you seen a chicken? I mean, it's kind of the lineage is there.
They said they're connected, supposedly.
Yeah. Well, if you eat dino nuggets, you're basically eating
Yeah,
a dinosaur.
We have a lady that calls in, and her son had a
Oh, yeah.
dream. It's our resident little man child. He likes his apple juice warm, very much
Potentially
so.
reincarnated. I think definitely
We
reincarnated.
definitely have come to the conclusion that he is living out his
He's
past
an
life
old
and his
soul.
current.
You talk to
You want
him.
a hot toddy?
Yeah, right.
You want a hot
Somebody
toddy?
said he drinks his
Milk and
apple juice out of
cookies.
a whiskey glass, you know. And he also talked about whenever he was on another planet.
Yeah,
or
he said the dinosaurs are on Mars.
yeah, like he was
He
there
was with
with
them.
them. And I'm just like, wait, it's so many.
If the chat says we love Lil Unk.
Yeah, Lil Unk.
Bring him back. Bring him
Yep.
back.
So it's like a lot of the things that we think are not real, a lot of the things we think are outlandish. I feel like when it comes to true psychic and mediumship, it gives us a little bit of the insight.
Exactly. It's
you
just
know?
a weird world, like
Yes.
glitches in the matrix and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I've had those happen. I'm just like, wait a minute, what
Yes.
happened?
Oh my gosh. I had one and I was just like, I know I just did this. I forgot what it was. And it was recently too.
Yeah.
And it like shook me up. And this was after I made my video about glitches in the Matrix. And it shook me up. And I was like, because I was doing something in the kitchen and I said something somewhere. And then I went back and then it wasn't there. And it was like I had never touched it. And I have security cameras.
Yeah.
So I went straight to the. Why my kids unplug the security camera because they be in the refrigerator when they're not supposed to be? I said the
Mama can't
one
catch me if there's nothing, no
time.
evidence.
But it shook me up because I said no.
You know you did
nope,
that.
Nope. Yeah. So I can't remember what I was doing. It's like I blocked it right after because I'm like I'm scared about. Yeah.
Wild
But
stuff.
it's wild, you know. People don't understand, or they do. Some people, they say if like you're a medium, we get called devil worshippers a lot on this channel. Idiots, Satanists, and
I got
demons.
roasted for on my old channel. We had her too, and it was
Yeah.
great. A friend of mine is like a minister.
Okay.
And so, but I'm not like, I mean, now I'm more so open, but I was like, I don't believe like anything in the Bible specifically, just
Yeah.
because like I used to go to church when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so like, and we talked about this earlier in the show, like how we all have different spiritualities, but like we can get
Yeah.
along. But people were like going after her and sending her emails. And saying, when I was like talking about how like I thought I was an atheist, and they're like, how dare you do a show with somebody that you don't agree with?
Oh yeah, but then the je ne sais quoi was we brought a minister on. Yeah, I mean, and even though she was a minister, she still burned sage. She
Believes in the paranormal.
Yes, believes in the paranormal, all that other stuff.
They do exorcisms in churches. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
She said you can't believe. Her words were Jesus literally like was a spirit.
Yeah,
She was like, how could you not believe in the
Jesus
paranormal?
was a person, and
He was a
now
person.
we venerate him. People venerate him. So, what is the difference between ancestor veneration and veneration of a character in the Bible? That's where it's very, very hypocritical. So now
Jesus is real though. He's
Yeah.
real. He's real.
He's a real person.
He was
Yeah.
absolutely real.
He's still real.
Yes.
He comes in. We do readings all the time. Just like,
Yes,
"Hey."
and I heard that he hangs out in the in an astral realm. So I've heard that high vibrational people, the people that are avid like travelers, have spotted Jesus in like this highest
Probably.
like realm with a bunch of other very peaceful figures such as Gandhi. Now Gandhi, I don't know much
Controversial.
about
Interesting
him.
stuff.
That's
about him.
controversial.
Yes, very, very
Yes.
controversial.
Such
So
as
I
Mother
really don't
Teresa.
know. Right.
We're doing a video on her, Mother
Oh.
Teresa.
Mother
We're
Teresa.
gonna do a video on Mother Teresa on our Patreon. Like, who was she? People said that she actually was part of the Epstein sex trade.
When does it end?
No, they got like people used to work with her. They actually wrote like stories about how she would take the girls that are really pretty, who are really sick, and she'd plump them up, and she was selling them. She was best friends with Ghislaine Matthews' father. Yeah, look
What?
it up.
The plot thicket.
And
George.
did you see, do you know how he passed?
No,
It was
that was
under
the scary
some
one.
very suspicious, like
Did we do Ghislaine Maxwell? I think she's
her
in prison.
father
Yeah, Maxwell.
like died on some real like
I have
shady.
no clue. But
like,
they have
yeah.
all these pictures of Mother Teresa, Ghislaine Maxwell's father, and the Clintons all together. And they said she was selling children to all the rich people, elite. And that she helped. Yeah, they have all these videos of her reusing needles. And they said she helped spread the AIDS epidemic.
What?
I've seen the video. She just puts in a little water and then she just like injects them. Why little water? Yeah, because she said she was super cheap. She didn't want to use new needles for everybody.
What in the
Somebody
hell?
did that video a long time ago, and I was just like, "That's a good topic."
You know
to
what?
do.
That's one topic that I've been requested to do is this whole like
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
because like I said, I ain't got nothing for nobody. You sue me, I must pay you in herbs. Okay? I don't know what to tell you.
money.
I don't have any.
I just have blocks.
But I literally, they've asked me to cover the Epstein. They've asked me to cover, what is it? Something Grove.
Oh, Garden Grove?
Is it
Oh,
Bohemian?
Bohemian Grove, yeah.
Yes.
I never heard of that.
But
that's like where the elites would meet. There's videos of people sneaking into it.
It is literally on Google, and
Yeah.
it's from people sneaking, taking pictures of all of these.
There's a video.
Elite
I think
people.
didn't Alex Jones sneak in and get that video? Yeah, he got that video. Like of them like actively
Crazy
in a
in a saint, like a ritual, and you know, I'm open to covering almost anything, right?
Yeah.
But some things are just so dark that
You don't want to touch
one
it, right?
YouTube is gonna be like, you
right.
thought.
Yes.
You know how many times I would have to say SA, unalive it? I would have to replace every word in the video. But I'm a mother, and I'm just like, some of the things that because I started to look it up, and I said, I don't know. Because some of the things that I read that were accused, Wayfair putting.
Oh, yes. I read that.
I remember that. And I was like, what is going on?
That was still weird. I still
Yes.
don't even fully have my head wrapped around that
The
one.
people who used to work there said they believe it. But they said they'd hear like people moving in the boxes.
Yeah, see?
Like footsteps. And they're like, this is supposed
Y'all,
to be.
I never get scared. I'm gonna go watch SpongeBob when I get home.
yeah.
No, seriously, you have to do that. I watch comedies. I don't watch
Yeah.
those.
Don Rickles when I get home for an hour.
Like funny animal videos.
Yeah,
That's what I
yes.
do.
Let me watch the
I
cats
love
fall
funny.
down.
Yes, I love funny animal videos.
Pandas.
It's something because it's scary, and George, it went off the screen really, really quick, and I know you're probably looking up something else, but this is what they do. This is ritualistic, and this is the type of behavior that Kim Porter was trying to reveal in that book.
Yeah.
It's that. I believe it's that.
Yeah, it's that one.
Never heard of it.
This is the type of stuff that she was trying to expose, and that's why she was taken out in that book. But I have the book. It's
Wait,
at
Kim
home.
Porter's book?
Wait, their new book that came out?
Yes.
I thought she
You
didn't.
bought that.
I
That's not. Is
bought
that
it.
from her?
So
Or
what
somebody
they're
else?
I
saying
didn't know
is
she had a book.
now remember, rumor was that there was several copies of this book, and several different people had
Yes.
the copies of the book, diary entries, different things like that. So from my understanding, the book basically was given to someone, or book and like journal entries given to someone, and they turned it into the book. But a lot of the things that's in there has already been discussed. It's just her
her tale of it.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And
So that's Bohemian Grove.
baby, I read a couple pages and I said, no, this is what she said she was going to expose, because allegedly there was a dinner that went on, and you know, these dinners were about underage children and the sacrificing of them, you know, sexually. I mean, so it's very, they also said in the book that there is a video of a teenage superstar, who allegedly is Justin Bieber. Y'all ain't here for me.
Justin Bieber's been through a
he's on
lot.
those tapes. And this is why Justin Bieber has all the
The
problems
footage
he has
of
now.
Bohemian Grove has finally came out, and to be honest with you, it's cringe at first, and then it gets really sweet. In the beginning, of course, you have your introduction.
Oh, Bohemian. We are.
It's frightening, but I gotta say, the vibe and the ambience is on point.
Yeah.
And then the men in robes come holding torches, and behind them are soldiers with bow and arrows and swords. And then they line up in front of the crowd. The men in robes are first, behind them the soldiers, and behind that is the altar and the owl. They start to recite a lot of weird things. There's a 30-minute long video on YouTube, you can just go watch it. But this is when it starts to get creepy. The men in robes leave, and then they come back, but they bring something with them. They start to get ready for the cremation of care ritual. Now, I don't know what these four men are holding, but man, does that look suspicious.
It's one of my... No way, they're sacrificing. They might be sacrificing one of the.
This guy's too loud, in my opinion.
That's how it's like.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a cremation of care ritual. They are delivered in
Alex Jones has old video, like he snuck in a recorder, but he's far, and he's not making any noise because he's like, he knows that they would hear you.
Yeah,
they would hear you.
Yeah,
that's it. But it's a little sus that he's talking so loud.
Yeah, that is loud.
So I
could
saw
have a microphone on too, though.
He could have, but it was like he was talking like as loud as we are. Like
Never heard that
with
before.
Alex Jones, he was silent. There was one that I saw where a guy snuck in like where there was nothing going on, and you walked right up to the owl.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think he like
I seen
he
it.
like kayaked in like upriver because it's like a river on the property.
And
so I
what
think
do they do there?
It's ritual
it's like
sacrifices.
ritual meetings. So like Bush has been there, Clinton has been there.
Wow. Never
I
heard
don't
of
know.
it.
I haven't been there.
Right.
I know. I never heard of it.
I've never attended that type of party or any. Actually, I don't even go to birthday parties, so it's
Except for
I'm
mine.
cool. But I don't know what in the Harry Potter was going on.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like
Or I don't know.
to me.
Holly weird is just that. It's weird. It is 8:00.
Oh yeah.
And in this segment, are we going to wrap or are we going to?
I am personally okay staying here doing some more calls. That's up. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys because I know.
Yes, but they have a flight to catch. You
Yeah.
see,
Gotta
they
get
love
up
us so
early.
much. They came.
They did, and we are so
Yeah.
like I can't even
Thank you.
express the
Yes.
appreciation.
It's fun.
Thank you so much for coming. Again, I'm going to be linking all of their information down below to book a reading with them. They also offer classes. Ladies, let the people know what
Yes.
you offer.
We have an Oracle Card Readers Academy. It's a beginner's course. You learn how to channel your spirit guides and read your cards correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes
good.
less than 2 weeks to do it. You can be a really good reader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we have our YouTube channel, all the juicy stuff. We have the really good stuff on Patreon.
Yes.
All sorts of juicy
Yes.
stuff.
Make sure y'all check out their Patreon, their YouTube. Like I said, your favorite readers reader.
Yeah, as I say, like
Yeah.
your favorite spiritualist.
And we have a metaphysical shop too. We have like sage and
I
free
did
blessed
see that.
stones and candles and stuff like that. I always forget about that. But
Yeah,
I
we
might
have
have
that.
to order some
Yeah,
sage.
you guys also run like a blog type of
Yeah.
thing online where all of their predictions with the links and everything that you could watch
and their
it.
wins.
Yes.
Celebrity and royal predictions, and then correct predictions.
Yep, I'm looking at them
list.
right now.
Yes.
I got to update. I haven't updated it.
Which Mari has been linking your guys' YouTube channel,
Yes,
and so
thank
is
you.
Lauren in the
Yes.
chat. So we're really appreciative of them. They just posted it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, somebody's in the chat.
Is someone in the room?
I know. That's
Just a second. We're gonna do a couple more calls before we call it a night. But again, we just wanted to formally thank you
Yes.
so much.
Everybody, please
Thank
go
you.
subscribe.
Yes, please go
Go follow them on
subscribe.
Instagram, and they need to make a TikTok. So hopefully,
I
by
know we're trying to get them
tomorrow-
on TikTok, you know, but I don't have the time to learn new platforms in my life, so I get it. But I know they are on Patreon, Instagram, YouTube, and you can catch up with them again on their website.
Thank
But
you guys so much. It was a
Thank
blast.
you
Until
so
next
much.
time.
Thank you.
I'm not going on the ghost hunt. I'm not going on the ghost hunt though.
No, you don't want to.
Come on, Erica, let's do it.
It'll be,
I've seen enough ghosts.
the Pioneer is chill. George, I mean, it was pretty chill, right?
Not if I go in there. They probably all gonna want to talk to me. That's
true.
Let me
that
tell
would
you
be
something.
so awesome if you came. Oh, you said. That would be so.
Excuse me, bitch. You dropped this.
I know.
No, fuck, I didn't. Watch it right out.
It's true.
So wait, were you saying we should do it?
You would do it?
I would go and experience it.
Yeah.
But see, I go in the place I can tell there's ghosts. I always see them and I hear them. That's why I don't like doing stuff like.
Well, there's certain
on
places I can't
purpose.
go because I know what's in.
Yeah.
I can feel what's in there.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go to the Luxor
Well,
then.
keep me posted.
Yeah.
Keep me posted. You know, flights are pretty cheap, and I know I'm gonna be attending one. I just don't know which one yet.
Yes.
I think we know. I think we know which one you're gonna attend. We're gonna talk about it when we come back from a
Yes.
very quick break. We're gonna make sure that they
get out safely
Yes.
and all that good stuff.
So don't go anywhere. We're gonna take a few more calls. Oh,
Thank you
we got
guys.
somebody that's
Yes.
subscribed.
Thank you so much for subscribing. Just 1 second, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you guys. That was fun.
Thank you for coming.
ladies and gentlemen. I have to, no, we'll be right back. I have to, Miss Teresa, are you still in the chat, Teresa? I hope you are, Miss Teresa. George is on microphone.
Yes, I am. Let me plug headphone in.
we missed you, George. And that's not me. That's not me. So it might be one of them. Teresa, are you in the chat?
Who cares? I'm here.
Teresa, I know there's a delay, so I'm waiting a sec to hear if Teresa is here.
Teresa, Mother Teresa.
I don't know about that. Okay, Teresa, so you booked the 16th for the Paranormal Tour. First of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I know you're coming in from out of town. I don't know if you're able to change the dates at all, because that was me. The 16th, I think it's the 15th through the 17th. The Pioneer will be shut down for a special filming event I'm going to be a part of. I cannot talk about it at all other than that it's just going to be closed. I'm going to be a part of it. But it's going to be really cool. But so this saloon's going to be closed down at nighttime. So I wanted to see, because I do Mondays and Wednesdays, that Monday will be open. And I just wanted to see, and you can definitely reach out to me on email or Instagram, because I'm really good friends with the owner, and I've already told him kind of about, hey, we have some people potentially wanting to go during those days. So if you're able to do maybe that Monday, I understand if you're coming in from out of town, it can be a little difficult if you've already made the travel plans. But I just wanted to let you know, because I'm really appreciative that you went ahead and booked it, and I'm really excited to meet you and to be able to do the investigation with you. But I want to make sure that we can be accommodating to you, especially if you're going to go out of your way. So, yeah. Oh, they're on business 15th through the 18th. Okay, maybe we could do the 18th. I might be able to do like a special Friday that day. Or if you're leaving the 18th, maybe not. If so, I mean, we could definitely try to do like a daytime thing. I was talking to him about it. We're going to see if we can plan it out. But yeah, because it's going to be closed. It's going to be completely closed for most of those days, the 15th through the 17th. So I just wanted to let you know. I wanted to make sure I came on here. But George, how are you doing, man? We haven't heard your voice really that much tonight.
Yeah. I just have to like warm up, you know what I mean? I've been stagnant all day. Austin, I sit in my office and I speak to nobody. I look at my dog. I really should start talking to my animals just so that I can like actually speak, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like at a computer all day just watching YouTube videos of football coach press conferences and I'm saying nothing and my voice is changing. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
I get it.
You know?
So we're going to go ahead and take a call while Miss Noah is working her way back in. So I don't know if we have any more Super Chats or anything.
What was the number that you had said before?
It was 3057. Did they make it back in?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so random.
Pick on Danette. No, I'm just kidding.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. All right, Anonymous. You put Anonymous as your name. If you want to press *6 to unmute yourself.
I think she's actually either on her phone, like she joined in through the link. So yeah, Anonymous. You had wrote a chat in earlier. So if you want to unmute yourself at this time.
And Teresa, you said you wanted to email. You can email callsfrombeyond@gmail.com.
Anonymous? You changed your name in the chat?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, we can. Welcome to the show.
Hi, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just calling because I've just been experiencing some like really like on the one hand, like some people would say mental illness,
right?
But my family doesn't have a history of this mental illness, and it started. I didn't realize it, but this family friend her daughter, like, we used to be very close, but she was taking like information that I was confiding in her and like using it to spread gossip about me. But
Interesting. Okay.
her mom is a counselor, and I guess her mom had insisted that like, oh, I should get counseling. But this was just when I had like basic depression. After I took the money, my life literally went to hell. I've been working since I was a teenager. I held jobs for at least 2 years. My longest job was over 10 years. After that, I could barely hold a job. And then I noticed my life started mirroring her daughter. And then
Interesting.
yes. And then after her mom started, I guess, counseling my dad, and my dad had me sent back to his country. And again, I was put through absolute hell. Like, trigger warning, there was SA.
Okay.
Like, I didn't speak the language, so I also I didn't have access to my ticket, so I was stuck there. And my friend, she had been sent away when she was in high school, and she had to stay there for 3 years. So when I came back, I started like hearing voices, and it felt almost like I was possessed. And my like it was really out of character, and it was nothing like I'd ever experienced before. But I had no idea like how to break it. I had no idea what was causing it or why. Um, I know that some people they practice witchcraft in my culture, but I at that point I'd been agnostic, so I didn't really believe in it. But there was one day I had a like mental break and ended up in the hospital. And she's not an emergency contact, but somehow she ended up there to pick me up. And then she she told me that, oh, like I wouldn't like most people wouldn't believe you when you say these things, but I I know the truth. And if somebody's doing witchcraft on you, if you've offended them even in the slightest, it'll stick. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm a skeptic because I don't believe in that. But like, and it seems to get worse in phases. Like it's been going on for over 10 years, but it gets worse at the fourth year. Um, so yeah, I look in the mirror and I don't see myself. I see her. Like I've never struggled with weight issues like as an adult, and she's somebody who's like she's always been a bigger person. But now like I look like her, and she would always try to say that we were twins even though we were born in different years, and her mom keeps referring to me as her daughter. And it's like in our culture, like aunts and uncles, like like it's not really like it is a thing, but like immediate family, like we don't have cousins. They're like your siblings, if that makes sense. Like so my brother, my dad's sister, my aunt, she would be my mom and I would be her daughter. But this person is just a family friend, but she's, I guess, imposing the same thing. So I don't know. I've just found it really, really strange. And like today, like I kind of thought about the money, and so I got the urge to give the money back, the money she had given to me
for counseling. And it was weird because this whole time I've been struggling with my weight, and it's like no matter what I did, no matter how hard I fought it, I kept on gaining weight. And it's weird because I've always been pretty fit because I've been an athlete for many years. But yesterday when I tried to pay, money randomly showed up in my account and I didn't know where it came from. And then today, like I see like I received my pay, but it was early.
Okay.
So I thought that was really weird. But anyways, I gave back the money and I did it with interest. And then I told her, thank you, like I appreciate your kindness and support, but it's very important to me that I give this money back. And she's like, no, I want to return this. Like this doesn't sit well with me. It's making me very uncomfortable. I want to give it back. And so like I didn't accept the money back, but she kept on saying to me like, oh, this is what I would have done for one of my daughters, for any one of my daughters. But it's just like her oldest daughter has had like a really hard life, and I don't know if it's like
Why does she
because they
insist on calling? Let me tell you something. Destiny
Yeah.
swaps are a thing. Magic, somebody put it in one of the chats. I'm not sure what channel, but magic only works if you believe it will. I don't understand why and I walked in on this call, so I missed a little bit of the beginning, but I would say go see someone like a shaman or someone in your culture that handle these type of things. Because if she did do something, it needs to be removed. Looking in the mirror and not seeing yourself is absolutely a red flag. It's a red flag. So I would say go get some type of cleansing and divination and advice from someone higher up because I don't know. It's just she's giving very weird energy to keep manifesting you as her kid. Why?
Well, and the weird thing is though, like ever since she came back, because again she was sent away, and then she came back, is almost every job I've had, I've gotten her a job there, and then it would go to hell for me while I was there,
Yeah.
and then I would leave, but then she wouldn't want to stay. She would just continue to follow me, and then I had been let go from a job, and then she called me, the daughter, and she's just like, oh, like I saw in your voicemail you're working at this company. Let me know if you need a reference.
No,
I just thought
are you still friends with her, or not friends? But is this person still in your energy, like around you?
No, but her mom is moving closer. Like she used to live in another city, and then she contacted me and was like, oh, I moved to your city, and she keeps insisting like, can we meet,
No.
and then I thought it was really strange. I can't remember what exactly triggered it. Like I've had a lot of issues with my parents for a long time, and it's been really hard, but I've always like put up with whatever situation when I was dealing with my parents. And now that I think about it, like I haven't talked to my one of my parents at all this year. And I've never done that before. And I thought it was because of me. Like I thought it was me like setting boundaries. But then this person is my dad's friend. So I'm not sure. There's just a lot of strange things.
Yeah, you gotta cut it off. That's just what it comes down to. Cut communication. Usually your intuition isn't fooling you. Whenever you feel these types of things, and not just you, for anybody that's listening, when you feel like somebody is a monitoring spirit, which is someone who likes to watch everything you do spiritually and worldly, you need to cut it off, because we don't know what this obsession is coming from, or where's it rooted. Is it rooted in admiration, or is it rooted in something else? And if you ever feel like there's black magic over you, or you are crossed, or there's something just not right, cut it off. Go see someone to get a cleanse, get a reading, and then a cleanse. The person, if they are as good as they claim to be, they'll be able to tell you, like, something's definitely spiritually off. You need to do this. But just thinking or hearing what you're saying, it's giving that, I don't know why this person, the mom, is so obsessed, even
you
though.
need to cut a cord too.
Yes. Listen, the things you could do at home is a cord cutting, but you need to do proper divination first. You need to get a reading. Like I said, Trinity Oracles, they can tell you because they are psychics. And sometimes some things are not readable, or it wouldn't be in your best interest to go to like a tarot card reader, but a shaman, those type of things. Because what happens is that the stuff builds up for years and years and years, and then you're a shell of what you used to be. And that means that person's intentions, their magic, is working. We don't want that to happen. So definitely go cleanse. Do what you need to do spiritually. Like, take care of your spiritual hygiene.
How do I find someone, and does it have to be someone from my culture? Because the thing is like we're from the same country, but we're from different tribes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was born in Canada, so I'm really cut off from this stuff. But this girl, she was born there, and then she came here, and then she got sent back. So I feel like she knows a lot of stuff that I don't. So I wouldn't even know where to begin to like remove this stuff. And it was really weird because my mom tried literally everything. Like she was calling. She's not from the same country as my dad, but she was calling people like back in her country. Like, she was trying to talk to priests. She was trying to talk to everybody to try and figure out what was going on. But yeah, none of that worked. And I also thought it was weird because around the same time where my life started going to hell, like, my dad lost his job of like, he'd been working there for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm thinking to myself, like now that I look back on it, it's like, what exactly is going on, and how I don't know how to cut the cord, because I've tried praying. One of my friends took me to church and the pastor laid hands. That didn't work. Yeah, I don't.
I would honestly just tell you, I feel like the reason why it's not working is because you haven't had the proper divination. Divination tells you what it is that you need to do. I'm not sure what your ethnicity is, or what you practice, or what your ancestors practice, but I can honestly say some spiritual practices are like blanketed. So that's why I recommended getting a reading and then going to go see a shaman, because they can take care of you. Like, they'll be able to disconnect the cord, because something is definitely going on. You just have to get a reading to see what exactly it is and what's the prescription to get it off, or like to reverse it, what have you. But yeah, I would highly recommend that. And Trinity Oracles, they were just here. They said that they were going to connect me with a really good shaman. So I would highly recommend you emailing them so that they can connect you as well. Or you can email me. Once I get the information, I can forward it to you.
Okay, sure.
But thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really needed to like get this off my spirit because there's a lot of like it's really hard because trying to explain it to people, like everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I'm like
Nope.
yeah.
And trust me, this is what God gave us these tools for. And a shaman's not going to think you crazy. A reader won't think you're crazy. I'd recommend booking with Trinity Oracles, and they're probably going to tell you the same thing, like go see a shaman. But I know for sure they have one that can connect us. She can connect us with. So
Okay.
We'll get you together. Just
Okay.
email me.
Thank you so much for calling in, though.
Where do I find that information before we disconnect?
It's right here in. Is it in the
Post it in the
description?
chat. Post the email in the chat.
Yes, I'm gonna Lauren, if
you
you're
could post the email in the chat, please.
Lauren or Mari, if you're still
And they
here,
posted Trinity Oracles as well.
Yes, yep.
In the chat.
You'll be able to follow from their YouTube. If it's just a YouTube, you'll be able to follow the link and go to their page and their actual website.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying like a vampire because that's what it seems like. Like somebody that's trying to siphon
energy, monitoring spirit. All can be the same at once. I know in Hoodoo we talk about hags, which are people who are literally energy vampires. I mean, in Hoodoo it's more sinister. Like they melt their skin and fly in the night, and they're like the African American version of Lugauos. So it's like. But, somebody that is someone's adult or has an adult child but wants to be around an adult child's friend and just obsess over the fact that she's her quote-unquote daughter, that is very weird energy.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
Yeah, and she should definitely go seek some help, spiritual help.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So did you hear the news?
What news?
There's a super chat.
They didn't leave their number though, but you got a $10 super chat from Queen Faith.
Thank you so much. I don't know. I'm not on the mines. I'm on.
Yeah, on yours you got it. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. If she wants to come up here, because I know that was one of the last calls.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If she would like to come on, if she wants to call in, we will take her call. Let me just see where she's at to make sure. Okay, Queen Faith, if you want to come on, just let me know. You have to leave the last 4 of your number, and that will be our official last call for the night.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Unless you're just showing love, which we appreciate.
Showing love,
What a very spooktacular episode. I'm gonna say that because we're about to be in October.
Oh my God, I went into Dollar Tree yesterday. Can you believe the Christmas shit was?
Yep.
I said, now
it's at Target too.
It's so offensive. Let spooky season have its time to shine. Spooky season for me started September 1st in my head. And
it's 6181 George, the number.
There we go.
But yeah, no, I let the best season. I do like Christmas a lot.
You do got that handful of people that like
it's a pagan holiday. I don't want.
They're September. They're putting up Christmas trees.
Caller, you're in the room.
Yes, for sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God. Okay. I was sitting here panicking because I was like, oh my God, I forgot to send the last 4 digits.
No,
and
we
so
would have
I'm
waited
sitting
on you,
there,
babe. We would have waited for you.
Oh, thank you. Because I was like, wait a minute, wait. So,
no, you're fine.
But yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So this is my first time calling in, and this is actually my first time catching a live. So
oh wow,
double header.
I mean, I know, like first time all around. Noah, I've been following you for a while now. I love your content.
Thank you so much.
Don't beat me up. I'm so new. I don't even know your name, other host, and
That's
I
okay.
apologize.
No,
it's George.
fine.
I'm George, by the way.
You are not George.
Hi, George.
That's not George. Girl, don't let him play.
If anything goes wrong, blame it on George.
Okay,
First time calling in, Austin's like, let me just.
Right, I'm just going to swap destinies. This is what I'm just saying.
Go check out my show, Pin and Pull.
Yes, this is Mr. Fresh, and George is our DJ, basically.
Go DJ.
Yep.
Hey.
He brings in cues in the music.
Well, I just, like I said, I wanted to say hey, and I just wanted to pop in and tell my my story, and it's kind of crazy because it sounds like I said, I literally caught like the last 5 minutes of their story, so I really have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of what y'all were saying in like the recap sounds very similar to some of the stuff that I just went through, and I'm still cleansing myself from and praying through and getting spirits out my house and such and whatever. So, let me see. I'm like, I'll phrase it this way, or I'll start this way. I am Christian and I do come from Christian roots, but I do understand that spirituality is vast, right? So like, I'm not coming on here. I'm not trying to say like, oh, you need to change.
We love our Christian brothers and sisters. No, that you good.
Right. Because I know some of them can be like, oh my God. But
yeah,
anyway,
they got beef with us. But I love whenever someone comes on and be like, hey, I'm Christian and y'all are cool with me. I love it. Thank you again for calling in.
Of course. And it's crazy because my roots are I have Creole on my father's side and I have just straight Southern from my mama's side. Like, so
you have hot ancestors.
Listen, I'm still learning the background of everything because I know it's not just Christianity in there. But yeah. So, but this is just my background and what I know so far or this far. So I'm gonna just get into it. So about literally a year ago to the time, it was about fall of 2023. I was at the church I had been at all my life, and there's no such thing as a perfect church, but that church was really good for me. Like I was really growing and stuff. And so all of a sudden I just got this feeling like I need to move. And I'm like, where am I going to go? Like this is, I've been here since I was 2. Where am I going? So I was like, okay, Lord. And everybody, if I'm supposed to be leaving, give me a sign. And I didn't do one of them like, if I'm supposed to be leaving, let the wind blow today. Like I did one of them specifically. This is what I'm looking for, and if I don't get that, it's not happening. Right. I just trust my spiritual background enough to know if it's for me, it's going to come to me. If it's not, it's not. So got all my signs. I asked for 2, and I got each of them in timely manner. So I was like, okay, well, Lord, if this is where you want me to move, then I'm gonna move here. So ended up moving there, and it was a very vulnerable time in my life. So I was was going through a lot. And I ended up confiding in this one lady. And I've known her for a minute, but for whatever reason, we just seemed to click. Once I moved to this new church. I moved and I noticed that my spiritual level started to it started to be impacted. I don't want to say degraded, but it started to go down. Like I used to be at one level, and I noticed I was starting to I wasn't seeing as much. I'm a dreamer, so I wasn't having as many dreams. It was just a lot of things were getting affected, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, is it because I'm in a new environment? And y'all can slap me. I slapped myself enough. I didn't cleanse myself moving to the new place.
Oh no!
So I went from and that's another thing. The church I was at was my family's church.
Okay.
So I went from not only was it just spiritual backing, I went from my parental and ancestral spiritual backing to a whole new place where I didn't know these people really. Like I've known them in passing, and I didn't cleanse myself properly. So and I was this situation taught me not to be so. Not everybody your friend.
Yes.
And so
most situations do whenever it's like this.
Listen. So I was really open with this lady, and I expressed a lot to her. And she became I literally used to call her big sister. She became like my big sister. And so, or so I thought. And so I noticed, because it was, like I said, this was around October-ish, November. I just noticed I was hanging with her a lot. And, and I understand I'm not one of those people that feel like, oh, you need to be loyal to. I understand loyalty is important. Let me rephrase that. Loyalty is very important. However, I'm one of those people that believe if they're for you and they prove they're for you, then, you know, you show them the same loyalty as you with someone else.
Exactly.
However, at this point, I had started really, I have a day one. I literally call her my diapers and divas best friend. We've literally been friends since we were 1 year old. And I literally started not hanging with her as much. And I'm like, okay, interesting, odd. I'm a young and I'm 22. So like I had just started going out more.
Right.
And I'm like, but I was going out with her. Everything I was doing was with her. I was always connected with her. I always had a ride with her. You know, just all these things that you would,
right.
You know, in the natural sense, you would be like, oh, that's just your friend. And then spiritually, that's when I'm like, okay, something's going on. So I'm the new year. I'll just be so honest. This year has been absolute hell. It has been HE double hockey stick from January, literally up, like I said, since I've been cleansing and praying since about mid-September. I have literally, I just feel like I've been fighting. Like, I was never one to have night terrors, but all of a sudden I just started like, I would be asleep and have like sleep paralysis, couldn't move. I'm like, all right. I would wake up and like one side of my body would be numb. And it's like, okay, that's, whoa. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. And so slowly but surely, which is why when it is so important when we say your circle matters, because whatever they got going on will affect you eventually, slowly but surely, but it will affect you. And so at one point, I noticed my spirituality start to go down. So, and just like I said, this is my practice. I used to pray and I used to write out affirmations and speak those over myself every day. I used to like, you know, I'm in business, so I used to pray over my business ventures, every one of them. Like, Lord, if this is for me, let it be, you know, let it be smooth. If it's not, remove the client. You know, I'm just always very spiritual. And so I stopped doing all of that. I can't tell you when, I just gradually stopped doing it. And I was like, oh, I did notice like that was odd, but for whatever reason, I couldn't tap in the way I used to. So like I would try to pray and I just couldn't reach those levels I was at. It would just make me give up. I would just stop doing it. So I was like, okay, that is really odd. And so earlier this year, I want to say March, I ended up having a conversation with this girl. And I was like, something just led me to ask her, because, you know, I'm also one of those people that believe even when your spirituality is down for you, if there is something that needs to be done because of fate and like, you know, something that needs to be carried out spiritually anyway, it'll still happen, if that makes sense. So even though like I couldn't tap in for myself, like I was still having these words of affirmations and these dreams and these prophecies for other people. And then like when it was me, it was like, hey girl, we don't know who you are. It was like the strangest. And so while I was talking to her, I just kept seeing, like, because I have visions too. I don't know if it's part of my spirit of creativity. I'm very visual. I see a lot. And like I said, that's when I noticed something was going wrong because I wasn't dreaming that much. But while I'm talking to her, I just have this vision of this cycle. She's going in cycles, right? And I was like, I don't know what it is, but you need to break whatever that cycle you got going on is. You have a cycle that isn't something out of your control. It's in your control. You know it is, and you keep letting it happen. And that's why you are where you are. And so in this conversation, I noticed her demeanor changed. Like it changed real bad. Almost like, well, where'd you get that information from? Like she literally said, well, where'd you get that information from? I'm like, baby, it was a download. Like I don't know. Like you haven't told me this, so where else could I have possibly gotten it from? And she was like, well, I mean, if it really is meant to be broken, it'll be broken, but this and that. And I'm like, some things, even with me believing God and everything, some things spirit won't do, some things you need to do, right? Like it's some things that you need to take the initiative of doing. And so I was like, that's odd. And so while she kept talking, I started to realize everything she was going through was what I was going through. So she was like, yeah, you know, I haven't really been wanting to pray. I haven't really been wanting to tap in. I haven't really been wanting to be around people. But you know, you just give me so much life. Like, I really love you. And I'm sitting here like, interesting. But at the time, like I said, I was in a really vulnerable place. So that meant a lot to me. I didn't really catch the fact that she was starting to drain me. But we'll get there. So
right.
She says that to me, and I'm like, oh, that's so sad. That's crazy. And so this is another reason why when people say move in silence, they mean it. I was telling homegirl everything. I'm still going through a bit, and I'm not going to say it over with all these people, but I was telling her everything. There was a relationship that I wanted, and I was telling her, like, hey, this is what happened, and homeboy said this, and this, and all of a sudden it wouldn't work out for me. And I was like, oh, well, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. But then, like I said, I'm very visual. I'm a visionary. So I have visions, dreams, and stuff. And I literally had a dream, not like to sound delusional. I literally had a dream that even if it was to end, it wasn't to end the way it did. And so I was telling her that. I was telling her about all of my business ventures. Those got halted. I ended up, my auntie, she transitioned and she went on home. And for whatever reason, she was the first.
What was that?
That was her.
Hello?
That was scary and ominous.
Yeah.
Hello?
Maybe they didn't want her to finish that story.
Yeah,
That's
her
not.
call disconnected.
That's wild.
Okay. I'm going to hit on some key points that she was talking about. What she said is facts. Stop telling everybody everything. First of all, if you forget what you finna say to a person, that's the spirit doing like this. Don't say it.
Hey, shut the hell up.
Yep. Because people will literally put their foot. They're even shocked.
Yeah, they're like, that was
what?
weird. People are saging now at home.
No, that was crazy.
Light sage. Y'all are really clowns. Y'all are spiritual clowns.
Auntie said, don't tell my business, is what somebody in chat just said.
Oh, yeah. Told too much of her personal business. That so-called friend sounds like an emotional. Yeah, and that's what I was getting to. A lot of things I like to share because I'm excited about, and a lot of things I don't.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you should just keep to yourself because people will literally send you evil eye. They will hate on you so bad that it will ruin your shit. I was literally not even near my phone. Can I call back in? Yeah, it's okay. Do we have time for her to call back in?
I think so. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We do have to wrap the show up before too long. But yeah, if we want to wrap up that story, I definitely think we should hear the end of it.
Yes. That is crazy.
And they may not. You may need to skip that part and
whatever you was
cut
finna
to the
say,
end because I don't want you to say it.
No, whatever you was finna say, don't say it. I don't even know where we left off. It startled me so bad. I didn't forgot.
It shocked me out of it. Yeah, E on TikTok said they got to call back.
Ray said she was saying too much. Let me see.
Spirit said, I told your ass about saying too much.
I'm just reading our comments.
Yeah.
They're coming in on
crazy. I
don't know if this is my this is my channel. I'm going over to Calls from Beyond.
Is it just us or did they hear that static?
No, they heard it. Everybody said what?
No. Shaman said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. A spirit.
A spirit.
Maybe I don't know if that was meant for us to hear necessarily. Sometimes, like I said, if things get interfered, if you forget your train of thought mid-sentence, it's because spirit is telling you don't say nothing.
Marshall about to get Will Smith spirit smacked.
Man, listen, that's
the last four. Oh, I gotta scroll up.
I don't think that's it.
No, it's not. I don't think that's it.
She posted it recently.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through the chat. Oh, it was on yours. I'm looking in the wrong chat. Dust. It was 6181.
Yeah. No.
She back?
Spirit said, "Shut up."
Man, listen,
We hear some crazy calls, but that was probably the scariest thing that's happened.
Yeah. We don't know what that was.
Ben Gergen said, "Boner Ghost of Massachusetts." Look it up. It's not that name alone is sus. That name is.
What was that?
Noob King has subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they put the 618 one. Are they in, George?
Because the last time I checked, she was not in.
No.
No, it's not coming. Oh my
They
God!
know. They really don't.
Can you show this? Can you let them
I don't know
see
whose
that we're
number
not
that is.
bull-
She said she's in there?
I can blur out that number.
Yeah.
I've done it before, and I was like,
blur out that number. We don't want everybody to call Mr. Fresh.
Oh.
oh.
That is your number. I was about
Mr.
to say.
Fresh, what you doing in the chat?
You know I ain't got my, you know I ain't got no, my glasses on. I ain't got my readers on.
I think I forgot. Did I hang up?
I'm putting you in the waiting room, Mr. Fresh.
I'm putting you in the waiting room, Mr. Fresh. Get in there.
You are in the waiting room.
It's
Delmar
nobody
in your
in
chat
there.
said, "Not the first time I tune in.
Matter
It's
of fact.
spooky as fuck." Yep.
He's being removed from that call.
I was about to
affiliated.
say, I hung up already.
Oh.
That's crazy.
No, Ben, I'm not saying you called it that. I'm saying that's what it's called. It's just that name of a ghost is sus.
No, I'm not even putting that in my.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We woke up somebody's baby.
Oh no.
Sorry, Mama. Now that I would have unsubscribed because what? I'd rather drag my ass. I told you, bare booty cheeks on concrete to wake that baby up.
Oh yeah. Callers in the room. Or *6. *6 to unmute yourself.
Damn, they really didn't want.
Well, that woke everybody
Callers
up.
returned.
Hello.
*6 to unmute yourself. Caller, you're in the room.
Welcome back.
Okay. Hello?
Yes.
All right. Let me go ahead and just get to the point that's important.
yeah. I don't want to get you in trouble.
That was wild.
Listen, because the part, which is even crazier, because the part that I'm going to get to kind of has something to do with that. But anyway, we back. So let me just go ahead, fast forward. So, like I said, all of that was March. Come April, May, June, I'm doing whatever. And like I said, maybe that's auntie like, hey, you need to shut up. So let me just go ahead, honor auntie, and shut my ass up. So, but pretty much, like I said, she transitioned, and then I'm sitting there, and at that point, everything in my life really just started to snowball. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all of a sudden, I'm missing like major business deals. I'm not being able to make my appointments on time because I'm a seamstress. So I wasn't getting my stuff out on time. For whatever reason, a spirit of procrastination would hit me every time I sat at my table. Mm-hmm. And I just, for whatever reason, could not, I couldn't do it. And so another thing is, and like I said, so much that I've learned just within this year, she gave me a lot of stuff that I put amongst my room. Mm. And so she gave me some things to wear, and I was wearing it. And of course, that is the number one rule we know. You do not wear something that somebody is giving you, especially if you haven't cleansed it, just all this stuff, right? And so all of a sudden, I just felt this really weird energy from my sewing area. Like I said, every time I tried to sit at it, I would just get tired or I would get lazy. I would find anything and everything to do but what I was supposed to be doing. But every time she would call to be like, hey, let's go outside, or, we outside, all of a sudden I got all the energy in the world. And I just wanted to be with her. Exactly. I just always wanted to be with her. And so then I was like, okay, well, everything that I was doing was circled around her. Of course, I happened to be at that church with her, but I was always sitting next to her for some reason. Everything was circled around her, just circled around her. And so my auntie comes out here because, not my auntie, my grandmother. Now, I always say, I just feel like whether they're spiritual or not, grandmothers and grandparents, they just have this certain, extra, I would say it's the years of wisdom, but they have this certain extra spiritual sense, even if they acknowledge their spirituality or not. But my grandma, like I said, she's from the South. She don't play all that. Mm-hmm. She can, when I say that woman can see, she can see. And so I get home one night, and this was after, like, this was one of the worst weeks. I was outside every day that week. I was coming home at like 4 a.m. It was really bad. And I'm saying this because I still live with my parents. All of this was happening. I come back home one of the nights, and at this point, it was like 8 at night. It wasn't late or anything. I opened the door, and my grandma's looking me right in the face. Now, there are no windows near my door, so I don't know how she knew I was home, but she was looking me right in the face. And she's like, oh, you're here. Beautiful. Let me meet the one, and this is her words, let me meet the one who's kept more of my time, kept more of my time with you than I have, because she don't live with me. So I rarely see her, and I was really not seeing her while I was hanging out with this girl all the time. So she goes outside, and I just, for whatever reason, I was nervous. I was like, no, Grandma, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to talk to her or whatever. And she's like, no, I need to talk to her. It's very important that I talk to her. I'm like, so she gets out there, and the first thing my friend does, she goes, hi, I'm a hugger. Can I give you a hug? And my grandma was hesitant. First red flag. My grandma is a hugger, and she's a lover. The fact that my grandma didn't give her a hug was weird to me. I was like, not wanting to give not give my friend a hug. Like, that was weird to me. So she was like, no, I just really wanted you to know, like, I know, this is my granddaughter, and I'm very fond of her. And, I love her very much, and I love all her friends. But it's so interesting. I've never met you before. And she was like, yeah, we were just always busy. Like, it was going to come around and I come and meet y'all. So, like I said, I have spiritual gifts, and, spiritual gifts are, they're hereditary a lot of the time. And so she, for whatever reason, could not come in my house whenever my parents were here. Whenever they were around, she could never come inside. She couldn't come inside. She couldn't even park her car in the driveway. Like, that's how bad it was. But my parents are very serious about spiritually protecting, like, all corners of our house, So she could never be around when they were, which is so interesting, because even then, they could only talk outside. She's like, you want to come in? No, I got to go and do something. She could never come into the house. And so I noticed that too. And I was like, okay, red flag too, but I'm still feeling this weird thing, right, with her. And so my grandma, I'm still trying to tell my grandma, like, no, Grandma, she's busy. We could talk. My grandma looked me in my face and said, I'm talking to your friend. You can go inside if you want, but I'm talking to her right now. My grandma never talked to me like that before. So I was like, was she serious? Yikes. So I was like, let me go ahead and let me just let this do. And I was looking at her, and my friend started shaking her leg. Now, my friend's not usually anxious like that. Not my friend, that girl, she's not usually anxious like that. I'm like, okay, that was weird. And my grandma said, my godmom is also very spiritually, she's a watcher for sure. So she called my parents and was like, y'all know I love my goddaughter down. And I don't want her to think I'm trying to run her life, but I do not like the way she looks as of lately. Like, Faith, that's not the Faith I know. And she told my friend, or she told the girl that, and I was like, okay, I don't know who would say that about me, but yeah, whatever. And she's like, my grandma was like, that's why I'm talking. She's like, I just want you to know that spiritually, this is a powerhouse. And, either you recognize that and want to help her grow, or you're going to stunt her. And, usually when you're hearing correction, and now my grandma wasn't rude with anything she said. She was just saying everything she was saying. But that girl was like, oh no, because I really, I'm here for her, whatever she needs, this and that. And my grandma just shut that down real quick. She's like, yeah, but I'm just letting you know, like, I see you. That's what she said. I was like, why did she say that? So she left, or, my girl was like, that's all I had to say. So I go to give this girl a hug, right? And I'm like, I'll talk to you later. And she goes, yeah, we gonna talk. Now that was weird to me, because I'm like, the way she said it was very weird to me. And whatever spell I was under, I came out of it like, what you mean we gonna talk? So I just remember texting her like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why my grandma did this. Like, really trying to backpedal for her. And my grandma was like, I said what I said 10 toes down, and you can feel however you want to feel about it, because I know what I saw. And I'm like, Grandma, no, you saw wrong. Like, it's not this, it's not that. So then my mom comes around the corner and goes, so you gonna lie to us? Because I know, even with you being as closeted as you've ever been with me, because I'm usually very open with my mom. She's like, you never lied to me. I was like, oh my God. It was so it was a weird couple of days. I finally get on the phone with her and we were going to discuss everything that happened. I get on the phone with her and we're talking and she goes, she says, oh, well, I'm just going to say this, Faith. Don't take this in a bad way. I now see why you are the way that you are. And when she said that, I kind of cocked my head. I'm like, well, what do you mean when you say that? She's like, why are you so hard on yourself? Why are you so this? Why are you so that? And I'm like, I'm not so hard on myself as when it comes to spirituality. I just know who I am. And the more I was hanging around her, the more those lines got blurred because whatever spirit she had was just very strong. And so I'm listening to her and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just let her talk for a minute. And she goes, I think what your problem is, Faith. Now, mind you, I didn't think I had no problem, but I'm like, all right. She goes, I think what your problem is, Faith, you're looking for the new Faith, or you're looking for the old Faith in a new season, and she's gone. The way, when I tell y'all the way she said the she's gone part, it almost felt like mission accomplished. It just was the weirdest thing. Like, I'm like, what you mean she's gone? And so I was like, ooh, okay, that was weird. And so the next week, for whatever reason, like I said, my grandma is a seer. Not my grandma, my godmom. Because at that point, my grandma had gone back to where she lives, and she lives, like I said, in New Orleans. My grandma don't play. Like, that's, my grandma done sees some stuff. So she's like, girl, you not playing with me. You not lying to me. Like, you can say what you want, but I know what I saw. My grandma had gone back home. And it was at one point I was at church and I needed another ride back because me and my godmom go to the same church. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta ask my godmom. But another point to this, all this time I'm hanging with her, I had my relationship with my godmom had started getting stagnant too. And so I was like, oh, she gonna beat me up and let me go and ask my godmom. She's like, I've been waiting for you to come home. That's all she told me. She's like, I got you. You can ride with me. And I was like, okay. So I'm in the car with her. And for whatever reason, I just break down crying. Can't explain it. I know now because those ties were starting to get broken for me through everybody else around me. And so I just started crying to her and I was letting her know, like, I was like, God, Mom, were you the one that said that? Like, were you the one that told my parents? She's like, I was. She said, she said, even in your darkest moments, like things you've gone through in life, you've never lost your light. Mm-hmm. I saw you and you lost your light. When she told me that, I was crying even the harder because, like, not in an arrogant way, that's always been something I prided myself on. Yeah. I've just always been like, even though I know I'm going through something, people will see me and like, oh, you're an atmosphere shifter. Like, that's what people would say. And she said, you literally, you didn't look the same to me. And the crazy thing is, I was looking through my pictures this summer.
Spiritual, okay, so a lot of things that you said made sense because people be energy vampires. They want to swap destiny. They want to do all of this other stuff. You will literally see a difference. And one thing that you pointed out was a procrastination spirit. Everybody, I use that term, and I didn't think nobody else did. I thought it was special. I was using it by myself. But procrastination spirit is a thing, and it is sent to you. That girl was not your friend. And, you know, back in the day, I don't know if other cultures do this, but I know in the African-American community, our mamas can smell it. Our grandmothers can smell it. They'd be like, them ain't your friends. That little girl not your friend. And they see different things that we don't. A lot of our people are very spiritual. So, the things, even whenever you disconnected, the things that she was saying or you were saying, I was saying to the chat, like, she's absolutely correct. Stop telling everybody everything. If you notice you got that one friend that never wants to come in, or they come in and they sit for a couple minutes and then they uncomfortable.
Scared to cross your threshold.
Yeah, scared to cross your threshold. These are the people. It's always somebody you know. It's not nobody. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Did you cross me?
Why would I? It would be too obvious if I crossed you.
Hey, but
it's like when I murder like George. It's like everybody knows I did it.
But you were speaking of like parents and your relatives, they do be having a discernment. Because how many times has your mom told you, "Oh, don't mess with that boy, he ain't shit. Don't mess with that girl,
Man.
she ain't shit." And you be like, "No,
Noah
you're
told me.
perfect."
Noah told
And
George
then
and I
3
that
months
in
later,
March.
they do the same thing. Like,
Hey,
I
Noah.
told you
Noah
that.
had to let George and I find out the hard way.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it like this. It comes down to this. You gotta think about your grandmothers. Your grandmothers and your mothers are the most important people because your grandmother, your great grandmother carried you. Baby girls are born with all their eggs. Okay, so think about it like this: your great grandmother held you, and that's why the women in our lives are so important. They can smell it on people that want to keep you low, people that are low vibrational. You know, it wasn't by mistake you outside all the time. And we all know when you go outside, you party and everything else, people taking spirits. And now it's just a bunch of bullshit. You having sleep paralysis, you having nightmares, procrastination spirits. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And they can smell it because your grandmother carried you, because she carries your mother.
Right.
Your mother carries you. So it's it's like genetics. It's this weird form of epigenetics that when we get with people and we think they buddy and we think they're friends, no, our mamas and grandmothers be smelling it because most of us had a praying grandmother. I know that's like a viral sound on TikTok right now, but it's something that the Christian community always says. But we literally do, and they don't play that shit, and they not scared of that little friend or nobody because they know it's not going down. Like they will literally put their foot in it. Okay, but we must go. The show has gone over probably about 45 minutes now.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
But this is your friendly reminder. YouTube on both channels. Be careful who you hang with. Your circle should be the size of the end of a needle. All them friends and everything else. You ain't got no friends. Okay.
what circle? I ain't got a circle.
Oh,
What do you mean? The circle's here.
I got a square.
Actually, it's
I
kind of like an obtuse rhombus right now.
I got a square. My circle's out of shape.
My circle is out of shape.
But thank you so much, sweetheart, for calling in and
Yes.
recalling back in.
Yeah, it was a little.
That scared the crap out of me.
We'll have to cleanse our phone after this.
Yeah, you might need to go wash it.
Yeah. No, that was
They have
just
the,
an
the
ancestor.
UV little cleaners. You might have
Yep.
to dunk it in that
No,
thing.
I'll be
But
saging my phone.
what? Okay, I might have to do that.
I will smoke cleanse the shit out of my phone. I smoke cleanse.
And then you get your phone back and it doesn't work right.
Psalms and sage on it and cedar on everything.
Okay.
Lemongrass
All right.
on everything.
Well, I know we want to promote a few more things before we get out of here, Miss Noah. What do you got planned for next year that there's still some slots for?
I am going to Bali, which y'all all know because I had to cuss out a couple ignorant.
Oh no, what
MFs.
happened? What happened?
They was talking shit.
About like, how dare you have a trip?
How dare? No one's gonna book your trip. It was 25 spots. I have 5 spots left as of today.
And you started that 3 months ago, 2 months ago?
Like 2.
Yeah, in July. Maybe the end
Hey.
of July.
They hate to see you succeed, I guess.
I think the second week of July is when we launched.
Yes, my launch date was August 6th. So really, it's only been a little bit over a month.
It was
yeah,
August, my bad.
or like a lot of it. But I have 5 spots, and I'm so excited. We are having a blast in the chat, the Discord, getting ready, picking out outfits. Literally,
Y'all picking up.
planning-
You should let them pick Mr. Fresh's outfits.
Listen,
I told him, look, sun's out, buns out.
Oh my
Sun's
God.
out, buns out.
Jesus.
There ain't no rules in Bali.
So we are just having a blast planning, adding more activities to the roster and more ATV excursion like activities. So if you would like to join us in Bali next year in July of 2025, the link will be down below, or you can scroll up. You don't got to pay it off today. It only costs, I don't even know, to secure your spot, but you can make payments or you can finance it. Another thing that I would like to announce to both channels is that he is so dramatic. So I am currently in the last stages of starting an online botanica.
Let's
online,
go.
Apothecary metaphysical store. And if my patrons are in here, like, they get to shop it first because, baby, I've been promising this store for over a year because my whole thing is I want to put all my energy and love and all that good stuff into it. I'm not going to half-ass anything. And because of YouTube, we will be having spiritual bath bombs.
Hold on, babe.
Yeah.
Real quick. That's a bad idea to open up the store to your Patreon members first. Because
anyway.
they too loyal. They too
They gonna
loyal.
sell
They gonna
me
sell
out.
your shit out before you even get to the general
They
public.
are. I love my patrons down. Listen, I'm glad he told me that because I looked at him like, not my friends.
They too loyal,
They
bro.
are,
Like
but-
you'll be sold out.
But I can
in 4
promise you,
hours.
yeah. The last time I sold any spiritual products, they sold me out in a couple of hours. And I'm just so excited. It was a labor of love.
George, I was like, what was that?
No, I heard it. It was a labor of love. Trust me. So look out for that within the next week or so because we are almost
We about to be
at
back
launch.
better than ever. We'll give y'all the website whenever it's time.
Yes. Also, thank you to Samaj, who I think subscribed while we were on the call.
Yeah, they
Somebody-
subscribed to the channel. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Now, what do you have going on?
Oh, George.
That was the wrong.
I'm
Sorry,
I'm
it's
sorry,
a,
guys. I'm sorry.
our DJ sometimes, What do you have going on, Mr. Alvarez?
So starting next week, we have, and George, if you want to pull the graphic up again, if you're able to. If not, it's okay. I love you no matter what.
I got you.
Starting next week at the Pioneer Saloon out in Good Springs, which George and I have done an investigation on before, we are doing Spirits with Spirits. So that is a little evening get-together / paranormal investigation. I will be hosting Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you want to do a paranormal investigation with yours truly, Mr. Truly Bizarre, or if you're an OG Mr. Bizarre Junkies man, that was my favorite one.
Junkies man.
That was my favorite nickname. You can book that now. I know Teresa already has hers booked. We're working on her, getting her situated. But if you're in the Las Vegas area, definitely consider it. It's a lot of fun. It's $50 a person to sign up. It includes a cocktail and a snack. I don't know what the snack is, but the food there, George, that food there is
good?
oh, it's super good.
Really?
Oh, it's really good. They had what was it? Is it a adult grilled cheese? And it was funny because when we did the investigation, we premiered it there. We had like a viewing party, and I had an adult grilled cheese is what they called it. And oh my god, like just watching your movie premiere in front of people and eating good food. I don't know if I could ever top that. But Spirits with Spirits, it is happening starting on the 1st. I won't be. That's a Tuesday. That won't be happening. But if you want to come hang out, little birthday hangout. The 2nd is a Wednesday. It's the day before my birthday. I will be hosting. So if you want to come hang out, do a ghost hunt with yours truly, you can do so. Spirits with Spirits. I know Mari's posting the link. You can check it out there. There's a ton of dates. I might even pick up some extra dates, so make sure to follow Truly Bizarre on Instagram, and I'll keep you guys updated. If you enjoyed the show with the Trinity Oracle sisters today,
Yes, that was amazing.
It was truly amazing. We have a lot of bonus content.
Yes, we do.
We have over 2 hours worth of bonus content that'll be there this week, but it'll only be for members. For one of the shows will only be the members only episode, but we do have a 2-hour episode that'll only be available for members for the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
So if you want to be able to catch that, it's a lot of stuff. It's really good. We kind of
it was
alluded to
like
it.
for real. I know we always make amazing content, but this content was
special.
different. It was special. Yeah.
So special. Somebody didn't want you to see it.
Yes, because we definitely we were sitting here like this,
Mm-hmm.
and Trinity Oracle's camera corrupted out of nowhere, so it's only sound. You can see us, but whenever it pans to them, it's just black.
Yeah, so it's just going to be audio.
I don't know. It's been a lot of weird whatever, but make sure you guys subscribe.
Mari wants you to know baby blue is your color, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Know what? Thank you, Mari, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, I like this. Okay, thank you. But yeah, and as for the Spirits with the Spirits, I may be we're trying to move some stuff around.
Let us know if you're going to book it, because we might try to move Noah's special appearance to a day where most of you guys are going.
Yes, because
she needs experience. I need her to feel what I felt there.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Mr. Fresh always giving me weird looks.
Look, I wish the camera could see him. He always be giving me and him all right, now I'm not about to fuck around and find out.
Not even that. He's like the AO pause.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yeah, going to find out.
1,000.
C Diggs, you don't have to buy the YouTube Premium to become a member. It is just the YouTube membership. It supports the channel directly. And it just allows you to get.
You talking about C Diggs?
Yeah.
No, I think it's the commercial thing.
Oh, okay. I understand that though.
Not to
yeah. You can pay premium.
I don't know.
But
I would.
consider becoming a member. Check us out, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you work the night shift, we're here for you.
Yes.
We try to be here for you. Check out George's show, Pit and Pull.
Yes.
His brother's crushing it right now with Arkansas.
Yes.
Big
Pancake
games.
Man.
Some may even say, taking legs. If you know from the last game.
What's the big game this week?
Texas A&M
Ooh.
at Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they just beat
Stadium.
Auburn.
Ooh.
They just beat Auburn, so they about that.
They rolling.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
rolling.
They them boys.
If you really like football, I highly recommend it.
It's like the Kelsey brothers, except good. So
the show that I was on yesterday, Veterans Minimum.
Oh, yes,
I'm
that
a co-host of that show. I also manage the socials. We had on a person that was super viral over this weekend. He bet $1 million on the Kansas City Chiefs to win money line. He won $500,000. His name is Mozzie VS.
Wow.
So he came out 1.5 million?
Yeah.
Because he got his million back, but then
It's such a good. It's one of my favorite interviews that I've ever done with a human, and it was just I don't know, it was so fresh. I mean, dude's fresh off winning $500,000. You know, he already had the million, but shit.
Listen.
Hey, crazy. It was a great episode. Go check that out. That's the plug of the week for G.
Plug of the week for G. Mr. Fresh, what do they got to do?
Man, I don't even know how to follow that because I don't even feel fresh anymore after being fresh off of a $500,000 win.
What did you win, Mr. Fresh?
I wish you gave me some.
My freshness is unfreshened, but you guys can follow me. Right now, you can follow me on TikTok and IG. I believe.
Cam Baxter, thank you so much for becoming a member. Enjoy the extra content.
Yeah, TikTok and IG, MannyFresh_518 518.
Hey now.
Hey yo. We'll be back again next Tuesday. It'll be my birthday show.
I know. I went shopping for our birthday.
Our birthday. That's what she calls it. I'll be shopping for our birthday.
Because, anything. When I'm shopping for my friends and for my husband,
Yeah,
and my
let me add that
kids,
for me too.
Yeah, I'll be like, ooh, this is cute. Okay. Add to cart.
I'm going to buy her a shirt for her birthday that says, I'm a narcissist.
And I am.
Oh my God.
I deserve it. Thank you so much
all right,
for tuning
everybody.
in. We will
Yes.
see you next Tuesday.
Have a good night, y'all.
Ascend.